Hello YouTube, it's your boy Next Gen 720, and I'm back. I'm not back. We're back, like I said, with Xbox Beats Fire. BGST, we're gonna shoot tomorrow. So I say, fine. Let me get because we haven't done anything in a few days, and like I said, back to working, back to working, back to working. Hold on one second. Let me see what's going on here. As you guys come in, hold on. Let me see what the hell's going on here. Hold on. As you guys come in. You be so kind, hit the like button, tweet it out. I have a little fun here today. I got the usual suspects, D, Post. I got my brother Neff, and whoever else is swing by, just hop in. Somebody just said hi in the chat. Give me 1 second, good brother. I'll come back and I'll shout you up. Devil Luke, what's up, man? Rex, what's going on? Shout out to you guys, the first people here. And like I said, I appreciate it, man. I do, man. I just want to start off by saying this. I'm very, very appreciative of everything. I mean, you guys don't have to watch the shows or whatever, anything I can do. Like I said, I always, like I said, want to say thank you for that. You know what I mean? It means the world to me, personally. And even if you guys support anything outside of me, you know what I mean? Extension, whether it's Neff, Moss, Garrett, Mash, very, very appreciative of that because you got 1,001 jokers on YouTube doing what we do. And like I said, to have a consistent following, more or less, like I said, it really means the world to me. It really does, man. I'm not one of the ones that get caught up in, like some of these jokers think they be holy and endowed. But that's not me. You know what I mean? I'm very, very humble. Whether you love me, whether you hate me, it is what it is. But anyway, like I said, as they're coming in, we got a few topics we're going to talk about today. What's going on with you, good brother? I see you out there putting that work out there in these digital streets. No pun intended. I see you don't find your stride, you don't find your flow. What's going on with you, good brother?
Actually, I was just out in Connecticut over at the thing called Terrificon.
Yeah, I see you bought a whole bunch of shit. Now, I
bought a whole bunch of shit.
Hey, bro, hold up. Now, I thought you was going to a wedding, but what the hell was going on?
No. So, I actually was just dropping off my parents and JFK, but then we went over to my cousin's place in Connecticut because I wanted to go to that Terrificon, because I like going to Comic-Cons and shit. And damn, I pulled a fucking haul this one.
Yeah, I see you had a whole lot of shit. What's going on? Like, you know what I mean?
Well, I don't know, man. When you walk into a Comic-Con and you're a nerd like me, money just flies out of your hand.
Yeah, hey, bro, I see, man. Like, you went out there and borrowed from Peter and paid Paul. What did you spend?
I have no idea what I spent. I'd rather not know what I spent. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, you bought. Like I like stuff like that too. Like we all have our thing. Like, we all like nerds and geek out over certain shit. Like I like I like headphones. I like tech. Period. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I know what I like. I'm quite sure they had some cool figurines. I like statue figures, like the collector's edition. Like I got a big thing for that. Like a lot of these things, a lot of collector's editions, you can't see them now, but I'm actually about to chase my room around, so you're gonna start seeing it in the background again. I'm gonna take it in a green screen. That's my thing. I like the collector's edition. Some of them I don't even have it opened up. I just have them put off to the side some damn where. You know what I mean? But again, you had a nice haul. You picked up all types of stuff, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Other than that, like I said, I guess you've been doing your thing when it comes to the videos, you know what I mean? Like you really listen, check it out, right? And I'm gonna say this again. When it comes to creating post. When it comes to creating content, right? And
when you get home, baby.
No, she ain't calling your bum ass. When it comes to creating your content, you know what I mean? Where do you draw your inspiration from? The reason why I ask you that, because sometimes I'm just being so personal. When I do videos or whatever, right, I get what you call sometimes writer's block, or I just don't want to like.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, what do you draw your inspiration from? Because a lot of your videos be kind of unique. I'm not even gonna lie, and I envy you. You know what I mean? But like, what do you draw your inspiration from to do your videos from?
Honestly, I draw like 99% of my inspiration just from Twitter, just from interacting with other podcasters such as yourself. And I just think of like, what do they say? What do I think about what maybe you say, what I see going on Twitter? And I just like to put my own spin on it. So that's how I can always come up with a new topic. I don't necessarily have to go to your NeoGAFs or whatever to find a topic there, because I'd rather just kind of think of what people say and then just kind of put my own spin on it, because my opinion on things are not the same as yours. So that's where my videos come in.
Oh, okay. All right. I mean, I see you just dropped the video
All
today.
right.
We got
What's going on,
we got the damage control game.
Dropping a video post. When is your next one?
Hey, listen, you know what's crazy?
Give me the Holy Grail.
Let me tell you something. Your post is so dope. But you don't understand.
I know.
Post is so dope. Talented with the sound effects in the background. Post is like an engineer, producer. Like his shit will be so far over the top, man. And he just be out there goat mode. People ask me every day, "What's Post? What's up? What's Post channel?" I don't even know Post goddamn channel. Like what's Post? Hey, bro, it take about 2 seconds literally do a video, bro. Like, what's going on, man? You just say, fine, fuck it, I'm just gonna be the podcast whore. It is
the podcast king.
Yeah, for real.
Call me a podcast slut. Damn.
You know what I mean? They say hashtag me too, right? That's what Post is. Podcast whore. I mean, such as myself, but it is what it is.
Hey yo, everything going good, man. I lost I pulled the Z, man. I fucking lost my wallet, man.
I lost my wallet, man.
I lost my wallet, and I say I pulled the Z because
I always lose my wallet.
Behind the scenes, Z is always losing his wallet.
Yeah, bro. Hey, listen, I was talking to somebody about that today. Shout out to Rafi. I always lose my wallet. It always come back to me too. I'm gonna show you my damn wallet, man.
Hopefully mine's come back to me. Hey, bro,
let me tell you something. I lost my wallet. What month is this? We're in August, right?
August, yeah.
I think I lost my wallet, I want to say July. I had about $2,100 in my pocket. Exactly 21. I don't never count my money. I had $2,100 in my wallet, $2,100 bills. I lost my wallet. And at first, I was telling somebody, I was like, yo, I always lose my wallet, but it always come right back to me. Like, this motherfucker that came back to me in the mailbox so many times. I need to just get me a new wallet, bro. I really do. I lose this wallet like 4 times a year. And it always comes back.
Did the $2,100 come back, though?
Hell no, that was gone. You know that. You know what I mean? But see, the problem is, bro, you know what I mean? I ain't got no ID, no license, just that and the other insurance cards. So you know how it is now, like, I don't know, especially in New Jersey, but all the states after 9/11, you need so many points where you can get yourself a new license or identity. And all my points was in my wallet, so I'm like, hey, I ain't riding around there, but I got the wallet back in like 3-4 days. That shit always happen, bro. I always lose that wallet.
Yeah, man.
That's a funny feeling. Like, God damn, I'm a wallet. You feel naked without your wallet.
I've been looking for my shit for like the last couple days, man. I didn't turn the house up down. I went over my girl house because I either lost it between leaving her crib and coming back home, and shit. And I just don't know where that motherfucker at, man. But I know it's somewhere. I don't know. I don't think nobody got it because looking at my cards and shit.
You still got that same funky $10.
My banking accounts and shit haven't been touched or anything like that.
Still got that same funky ass $10 in there, huh? They ain't going nowhere, huh?
Yeah, facts. You know? They say you got to keep some money on you. A little piece of cash. I don't care if you're broke or not. That makes sure the money comes. That it brings money to you. So. But yeah, man, I'm waiting, trying to find my wallet, man, because I got some, business to take care of. Now I got to go get a whole nother state ID, driver's license, bank cards, and all that shit, man. That shit frustrating.
Oh, tell me about it. Trust me. But I don't be tripping though. Like I said, I know it's gonna come back to me. I'll say shit the whole time. Once it come back, I get it back.
That's what I need to speak that shit into the universe right now, so your mask can come back to me, man. But hold on, we gotta correct something. Look. I know Z be having fun with this shit, but y'all cannot start following this man. Stop calling me diabetes post up, man. Z done got these niggas calling.
Hey,
they say, who's Z talk to? Here go Paul G. I heard diabetes. Like you got these fuck niggas in the chat calling me diabetes, man.
Hey, man, I do apologize, bro. You know how I'm rocking. I ain't got friend no fault. No, he said, listen, man.
What's been good with you though? How you been feeling, man?
Everything's good with the family. Man, I'm back out the hospital. I'm back like cook crack.
That's always good. That's always. What's up with you, Needles?
Nothing much. Just got back from that Comic-Con and pull a fucking haul for that one.
Oh, Comic-Con. You went to Comic-Con. How was it?
Pretty good, man. I went to the Terrificon in Connecticut.
I ain't never heard of none of that shit, bro. You know what? I mean, if I wasn't fucked up, bro, you should have told me, Neff, I'd have met you out that motherfucker, man.
Yeah, shit, I probably should have.
Yeah, you ain't that far from Connecticut, right?
No, I'm in Jersey. It's maybe like 2.5 hours.
Yeah, we're pretty close, actually.
Yeah, I'd have took that. I'd have took the commute. Made it happen.
Shit, would have been worth it, shit. Yeah.
Oh yeah, word up, man. And link up. Like I said, we gonna hopefully, he say God willing, and how you say the creek don't rise. Next year we all be at E3. You know what I mean? Try to be there. If I get my scary ass on the plane, I might catch a train though. Up on the first thing smoking. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, but like I said, we got a few topics we're going to talk about today. As you guys come in, hit the like button, share it out. Also, D said he was going to join too. Okay. But listen, like I said, I've been laid up in the hospital, right? Check it out, right? And I see shit went down on Twitter yesterday. Now this is crazy, right? Things went. Like I said, what the hell you talking about? I see my, and it's crazy. It's like I'm in the middle. I'm okay with Griffin. I'm okay with Dealer. I ain't got a problem with nobody, right? And that sucks to see with two people that you respect within the community, grand opening, going at it. You know what I mean? Post, have you been following what's going on?
Nah. You get wind of it, but like, I don't give a fuck about them. I don't even know them dudes. I don't even give a fuck about it. But I know, from what I understand and from what I've been peeping, it's this whole issue about views and subs, and somebody is monitoring somebody else's views and subs. I don't know why a man in his right mind will worry about what somebody else doing on the other channel instead of focusing on their own. But he's questioning. He's questioning the.
That's beyond Z right there. I thought it was on Battlefield.
Some of the stuff. I mean, I guess the gaming news has been so slow lately. I guess that's the only thing. I don't know
if we're going to take it there, but D just joined. What's going on, D?
Look at D. I'm just being honest, man. Look, from what I've seen, somebody integrity was being questioned as far as the subs and the views they've been getting. And the nigga was like really mathematically correct with it too. From this period to this period, he gained this many subs. That is ridiculous.
So this is asinine. This is beyond Z.
Like that shit, I don't know, man.
You know what's crazy, whatever. Man? You know what? At the end of the day, right? I always say this, right? And Z, you sound like a broken record, but I always got to say this, right? It's the truth. When I say I don't know what the hell be going on, I be in my own little bubble.
Facts.
I know.
Facts.
And listen, and it's not from a place of hate. Another thing, when I had issues, I don't have a problem with Dylan. It was all right with me. Love-hate relationship. It's still my little bro though sometimes. Fuck nigga though. That I'm jealous of, and if you know me, right? And this is real talk. I'm just speaking clearly here. If you know me or been rocking at me, I love to give people a platform to come out and grow and springboard, and I think it's the dopest shit ever. You know what I mean? So I never, and it's me. I'm just talking about for me. It's never been about views or whatever the fuck the case may be. And I can also say I don't know what anyone else's gets. I don't, and maybe not to say naive or it's not important or what it is. I guess you can always appreciate if somebody appreciates what you're doing and whatever the case may be. But me personally, it's never been about that. You know what I mean? I really cool with what I got. And if it grows, fine. I'm not gonna be out there selling my soul or questioning my intent when it comes to that. So I don't know what anyone else gets. It's not that serious to me. But people do pay attention to those things, and which is cool with them. I have no problem with that. You know what I mean? So I can say I don't know what Griffin was getting and what he was getting before that, because I can watch your video and not look at your sub count. You know what I mean? I'm just keeping it funky. So I just listen, because I normally don't look when I listen to whatever's videos. I normally just have it playing in the background or playing, in my ear, and my phone is in my pocket or something. I'm not even looking at the video. Honestly, is how I watch 99.9% of my videos, podcasts, anything. Yeah. I'm not even looking at the screen. I got the phone.
Just listening to the audio.
Yeah, and
that's
whatever.
How I be.
Yeah, you know what I mean. And, unless I take the phone out, I hit the like button, I put it back in my pocket or whatever. So I don't know, but ain't nothing wrong with a little white on white crime, though. I gotta say that, it's kind of interesting. No?
Oh my God.
Well, what happened? Fill me in.
What happened? Hey, nigga, do tell.
Man, that's your crew right there.
Well, I'm gonna tell you what happened, right? True fuck nigga form. This is what it is. Dealer was questioning the amount of views and subscribers that Griffin Gaming was getting, or that he gained, and how many amount of time. I've always said, to be fair, I always told Griffin that he makes great content, and I think that's dope. If goddamn people found this lane or however the fuck he's growing this shit, it's cool. I think it's the dopest shit ever. And so I guess Dealer was saying it wasn't legit. And then, of course, Griffin said, motherfucker, you just hating because I'm getting more views than you. oh no, you know what I mean? So they were going back and forth, you know what I mean? They were being kind of witty about it. But you know me being the true fuck nigga I am, you know what I mean? I'm gonna add fuel on the fire. I'm gonna say the baddest man hit my hand. Oh shit, Dilla, he making more money on YouTube. I think it's funny as hell, but you know what I mean? But like, it's crazy.
Why is he worrying about what that man doing though, man?
Let's break down the metrics.
Another man pockets for like
let's break down the metrics. How many subscribers does Griffin Gaming have?
I don't know.
Probably around 20,000, 25.
Wait, hold on. I can see right now. Hold on. Let's put it. We can see. I can see right now what he has.
But from the information, look, let me say this whole community be on some fuck shit though. No lie, because the information. I ain't gonna need to bring that up though. It's a lot of fraud going on, and somebody ain't being 100.
All right, now it says he has 27,000 subscribers. I don't know what he has.
Wait, hold on. Griffin Gaming's right there in the chat.
Oh, okay. Hey, Griff, you know what?
What's
Invite Griffin to the show. We finna get to the.
Let's invite you, Griffin. Let's have you explain the situation.
What's the average of his views that he's getting now?
I don't know.
Griffin's doing great in views.
Hold on, I'm about to find out right now.
What? Give me a number.
I don't. Hold on. We about to find out right now.
Is that 268,000 views right there?
Yeah.
Is that his video for the Battlefield 5 pre-orders?
I hold on. I'm not looking at the screen right now. I'll send him the link if you want to join. I'm sorry. Hold on. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back with it.
Here. I sent Griffin the invite.
Yeah, I just sent
there
the one
you go.
too. Okay.
All right,
if you want to tell hopping. Now, hold up. Now I had to recopy the link again. Hold on. I was posting it in Facebook, and I got sidetracked with some of this juicy drama, white on white crime. Now again, I'm saying, hold up. Let's go back to Griffin's page here and see what he got. Okay, Battlefield 5 pre-orders are weak. EA indicts attacks on fans backfire. This one video here has 268,000 views. In 2 days. God damn. I guess he wants it with viral. Then he had another one from last week that 207,000 views in 1 week. 73,000. He doing his numbers. He doing big things.
Yeah, I'm about to say. I think he's just making good content. That's what it is.
I mean, if he's making good content, look. Let me tell you something.
Well, hold on a second. I'll say this, and I don't know, and to be honest with you, I really don't care what he's doing. You know, get your money. I really don't care, man. But I'll say with the metric of 27,000 subs, 240,000 views on a regular, like if he's getting this regularly recently, then I don't know. Then I can understand how someone could scrutinize a number. But if some of the videos are doing that number, sometimes you just have a video that goes viral. Like I have I don't know, I have close to maybe 5,000 subs on my channel, and I have a couple of videos that did like 146, 200,000. Now that's not the norm for me, you know what I'm saying? But I do have some videos. Now, if you're getting that on a regular and your sub count, is at like 20, 25,000, and you're always consistently getting over 200,000, then
I mean, I think his numbers match up, because even if you compare it to Dealer Gaming, after the first few videos, they're pretty similar.
I have watched quite a few videos on YouTube without subscribing, and I have returned to people's channel watching multiple videos that they put out without subscribing or even hitting the like button. So I mean, it's possible. Sometimes people can watch your content and not even be subscribed to you, or even hit the like button. I do it all the time, because I got a lot of favorite YouTubers out there, videos I watch, but I haven't liked or subscribed to their content yet.
So sometimes you have a video that just goes viral, and it just goes forward. But I will say, if you're getting that many subs, that many views,
but I do see where you're coming from, D. Where
Griffin Gaming is here, so let him speak.
Let's hear from the horse's mouth.
At some point, the subscription should start matching.
Yeah. Hey, Griffin, you there, good brother? Let's get this mic together. Yeah, we can hear you. Griffin,
okay, there we go.
In true fuck nigga form, I'm gonna say this right before you go. Anything you say, this is a drug-free environment, okay? Anything you say today can and will be used against you in the later show. Now listen, Griffin, you my man. We go way back. We go way back like Cadillac car seats, right? I've always said that Griffin makes great content. He does. Thumbnails is always on point. Vocals is always on point. He takes time and does things. Again, now listen, and I'm gonna say this too. This is my disclaimer, okay? I'm not being messy. I always say I don't know what anyone else gets. So a lot of times when I watch someone's video, I'm not even looking at the screen. I have my phone or whatever the hell device in my pocket, and I'm just listening through my wireless headphones or whatever, walking throughout the house. You know what I mean? Now, again, so Griffin, Now, like I said, I'm also offered the same platform, the dealer, to explain itself, but this is kind of juicy. You know what I mean? Being the fuck nigga I am, I love some little white on white crime. All right, now, boom, Griff. What started all of this mayhem? This is not the first time you and this guy have gotten into it.
No, it's not. So I'd say, I think it was back in either April or May. Just out of nowhere, he mentioned me on one of his podcasts, and I think somebody sent me the link to it.
Okay.
And it was just like out of nowhere because I've never talked to him. I mean, I sent you the DMs that I sent him. It was literally him asking me for my gamer tag.
Hey, Griff, come on.
Hold on. So he don't like you, but he's saying let's play together on Xbox Live.
Yeah, this dude reached out to me. I wasn't even subscribed to him. I wasn't following him on Twitter or anything.
Hit the like button. This is beyond.
And you got the receipts, right?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh,
I've got him where he followed me, where he added me on Xbox Live, where he sent me the DMs. I mean, I have everything.
Now it could have been a sock account. In Dylan's defense, this could have been a sock.
Oh my
account.
god.
Oh,
this wasn't no sock. Griff.
No, I know it's him.
Oh, you know it's him. So basically, okay, all right. So he basically sends you, asked you to play games with, but he's downplaying that he knew you to the rest of the areas in the YouTube.
Yeah.
World.
Oh shit!
Man, goddamn, nigga, do tell. All right, fuck it, hey man, fuck
Yeah.
it, man.
Fraudulence.
Yeah, okay. All right, okay. So you're minding your business. You got to finish reading through your Bible, talking to your girlfriend on the phone, whatever you was doing, right? True fuck nigga shit, right? And then out of nowhere, he attacks you on Twitter. Is what you're saying.
So, I mean, it was pretty obvious that the tweet was about me. I don't follow him. Somebody sent it to me.
Oh man.
So, I mean, the description fit perfectly. So it was pretty obvious who he was talking about, and it just came out of nowhere.
Out of
Like,
nowhere.
I haven't talked to him since like April or May.
Now, okay. Now listen. Do you think he feels a little? Are you envious or jealous of your success here on YouTube? Is this what you're enjoying from this?
I mean,
Or
that's
the
what I'm
fact that
guessing.
maybe-
Because why else would you follow somebody and keep up with someone you claim to dislike? I mean, he doesn't follow me on Twitter unless he has a sock account following me.
Damn.
I don't know if he subscribed to me on YouTube or not, but I mean, if he doesn't like me, why is he even paying attention to what I post? I don't subscribe to people I don't like. I don't watch their videos. I don't care. Like, they don't exist to me at that point. But obviously, he's been keeping up to date on everything I've been doing.
Well, looking at this video, 268,000 views, 15,000 likes, and 11,000 comments. That seems to add up.
Yeah.
That seems to add up. Like,
No, I work the algorithm perfectly.
Look, let me tell you something. Great work on hard work never goes unrecognized.
Man.
I'm saying, and consistency never goes unrecognized. So, as long as you be consistent and diligent in your hard work, as far as your channel, the viewership will come. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't know how long he's been doing it, but I'm guessing he's doing it long enough where his fan base is starting to build. I mean, what is the issue? Like, what is the issue though? Why would Dylan feel that type of way? What another person is doing that has no effect on him or his pockets. I mean, is you taking viewership from him? I mean,
I don't even talk about the same stuff he does.
Okay, all right, Griff. Now I ain't gonna lie, I'm blown right now. This is beyond Z. All right. So you're basically what you're telling me that you're minding your own business, right?
Yeah, for 4 months now.
This has been going on for a while. Is what you're saying?
Yeah, this came out of nowhere. Like, I have not talked to him in any way for over 4 months.
Now, okay, let me say this. Now, do you think it is because you said that he sent you a friend request offering to play video games with you, and you basically shunned him? Is this where this is coming from, or no?
No, I mean, I sent him the friend request. I sent him my gamer tag and everything.
Okay. All right.
So, I mean, that was the first interaction I have ever had with him. It was literally him just saying, like, hey, bud, what's your gamer tag if you want to play, like, Far Cry co-op or something. That was it.
Okay. Now,
and after that point, I never talked to him again.
Okay.
But he's telling people that he don't know.
Hey, Maya, tell your mother that the stove going off or something. Oh, I'm sorry.
Z House burned it down, but he's gonna keep the podcast going.
I don't know, Griffin. I'm looking at your channel, and honestly, like, you have a lot of great content here, and a lot of them do really good numbers. But honestly, the content that does great numbers, they're just hot topics. So like, I don't see why anyone would think you're botting or anything. And even as Post pointed out, like if you go to it, obviously if someone's botting because they would have like almost no comments, but you have a fuck ton of comments and a good like ratio and everything. Like,
so I'll tell you this.
Adds up.
Since I uploaded that Battlefield video, I've gained like 4,000 subscribers.
Yeah, and that's a very hot topic. That's just something you're good at.
So it's not like, it's just, I don't know. It's just the jealousy. And that's what it is. Because there's no other reason for him to even mention it. Especially just out of nowhere.
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
I don't know if maybe it's a misunderstanding, but I cannot say you are botting whatsoever. Your shit looks legit.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would never think you would, anyways.
I don't know, man.
Yeah, it's a waste of money because you don't.
I think you're botting so much that Xbox 442 is getting all jealous right now.
Who's Xbox 442? What the hell is that?
Like this.
What's his name? Xbox. What's it? Xbox. What?
You're talking about on BGST.
448. My bad.
Okay. Now, okay. I'm sorry. I had to cut the stove off. Okay. No. Okay. Now, Griff.
Yeah.
Now, because I just listen. Dill's a good guy. He's a Christian man. Pays his taxes on time. I suggest he voted for Trump. All around, make America great. This is Griff. I mean, this is Dilla here. You're minding your own business, and out of nowhere comes the accusation that you are, how you say, getting your Jimmy B. Botting on.
Yeah.
Now, how did that make you feel? Were you offended? Like, what was racing through your mind at that time?
I mean, I just thought it was funny because it was obvious why he did it.
And you're saying he did this because of what?
Jealousy. I mean, it's always been this thing because, like, the first time he tried to call me out, he accused me of lying, clickbaiting. I don't even know why, but it's kind of beyond me at this point.
It's beyond Griffin?
This is beyond Griffin.
Because, I mean, I've never talked to him. That's the thing.
Okay.
Yeah,
is he has no reason to dislike me unless maybe I said something bad about Xbox that offended him.
I'm of the thing where if you see someone doing good on a channel, you reach out to them. Look, what are you doing?
Yeah, but so you're trying to learn from them.
Yeah, you're trying to learn from everything and try to put pull as much information from them as possible, and apply it in your own way to what you do on your channel.
Okay.
In this case, if I would salute that. You know what I'm saying? I would salute that. Hey, let's partner together. Let me do some content with you. Just so part of my audience can become yours and a part of your audience become mine. Help me build. This community has to, I see it needs to do that, but a lot of the shit I see behind scenes outside of these podcasts, it's a whole lot of fuck shit going on and a lot of fuck niggas in this community, man. And it's just peanuts though. Like it's like fighting over peanuts. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy.
I see you have one here that has 221,000 views. Oh, you're doing your goddamn thing here. What the hell's going on?
About to say, you're just doing good on your channel. And honestly, just because he's in question, I'm comparing both you and Dealer Gaming. I don't know if it's a misunderstanding or what have you, but even Dealer Gaming on like the topics Dealer for, such as the tech, he does really good views just like you. So you're just known for those particular topics, such as what's going on with Battlefield. Dealer's known for tech.
Like, what the hell? Now, what? Okay, now see, he did the video here. Battlefield 5 pre-orders are weak. EA indicts attack on fans. Backfire. Very catchy. I get that. That's great. That's Crapgamer will be proud of his goddamn self. Now, with that being said, though, so was it okay. Now, I don't know if it's true or not, and I don't want, like I said, he's not here to defend himself. But now I don't know if he was talking about you. I know Deal sometimes puts these tweets out there about people being negative to get views and just that and the other. Are you saying he's talking about you in these tweets?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he is. I don't know about every other tweet in the past because, like I said, I don't follow him. But this one was definitely about
aimed
me.
at you and geared at you. So okay, so did you ask him? Did you guys go back and forth on Twitter?
Oh yeah.
Okay, listen, because one shit. We got to bring this shit up here. And my tag. So what did he say to you?
Oh God. Basically, he accused me of clickbaiting. I was boring.
Out of nowhere.
A drama queen.
He said, "Motherfucker, you clickbait." And that's a slap the shit. What did he say?
It was just a bunch of stupid stuff like that. Like, I mean, if you want, you can go and read it. They're all on my Twitter profile because I just quoted his responses.
Okay.
Now, should we invite Dealer Gaming here to explain himself, or
listen? We got to get to the bottom of shit. Like, God damn, what the hell's going on here? This is beyond Z. Here I am.
all right? Well, send him the invite.
Yeah,
See if he joins.
Okay, we gotta see what the fuck's going on here.
Dealer said, "Fuck you and all your dead homies too."
No, so basically how the whole altercation started is somebody sent me the tweet, and then I think King's Blood replied to a tweet or something where Kratos basically said I made a good video. And then from that point on, I figured, what the hell? I'll go back and like quote his tweet and correct him because I didn't get 100,000 views in 24 hours. I got 150,000 views. And
God damn! You got how many in how many hours? You got 150,000 views
in 24 hours? Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it was a hot topic, and he had the best video on it. It even appeared on Angry Joe, actually.
Yeah, I'm working on that right now.
Yeah. He appeared on the Angry Joe channel. I mean, that's a feat right there.
Who, Griffin?
Yeah, his video appeared on that channel.
He put my thumbnail up, and it's the reference for his whole argument against it.
Well, no wonder.
Yeah, exactly.
No wonder.
Yeah.
They even put Griffin Gaming's thumbnail and his channel name right there.
Yeah.
Of course, no wonder that, and that was a salute, and that was a good thing on who was it, Angry Joe.
So it exploded even further after that point.
It was
already doing good,
and that's just a nod to the content that Griffin put out. If he referenced his content, that seems
Angry
like,
Joe. Think about that.
Like, that's pure hate or jealousy. I don't know.
I just don't understand why he would think I would want a bot. There's literally nothing to gain from it.
Yeah,
it's stupid.
Well, there are views.
I mean, they're not real.
Don't make any money off of bot views, though. They're pointless. Just to boost your ego.
Yeah, that's really it. But Griffin, just in case, I don't necessarily agree with your opinions on that stuff, which is fine. But I gotta say, you put in good work. I
don't know about all the other content, but I could say definitely being on the Angry Joe show, it makes sense how that video went. And did like 100.
Well, it was already getting really big before that because he did it the next day.
He said, don't get it confused. My shit was already jumped before Angry Joe. Fuck nigga.
Pop that shit. I mean, that's the reason why he saw it. Angry put it there.
Yeah. But you know what? Like I was saying before, there's just some videos that you get your groove and they go viral and they do well, and that do well. It happens. So
I would expect him to get a boom if Angry Joe.
That's what I'm saying. That's why his video really exploded.
Boom, a notch from that.
I woke up one morning. I did the Star Wars side by side with the Xbox One X, and I woke up one morning and was on WCCF Tech, and then boom, that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
I got some of the tweets here. Griffin says,
he went viral quite a few times.
He says, you still didn't answer my question. Why do you follow what I do if I bother you so much? It seems like an obsession at this point, but jealousy would do that to you. Glad to hear you're anxiously waiting my next upload. LOL. And Dealer, let me see what you got going on. Jesus Christ. I don't. My God.
See, I ain't been on Twitter, so I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, man, here I am. It says proof that you are a moron right here. LOL, you clickbait harder than anybody in this community with your negative trash.
What?
Yeah, you clickbait harder than
videos about
Crapgamer?
how bad games are trash that you haven't even played at the time. Boring, drama queen, trash ass. Fuck nigga.
Wow.
Myself, but I'm just saying.
Wow.
I just know fuck nigga probably been better at the end of this comment here. But
That's look.
Well, the chat is hammering to send Dealer the invite. Did you do so?
I told him, I said, Dealer, you got to come here and put it into this shit. What's going on here? I sent him the link.
Crazy.
I
A lot of people
in the
let me tell you something. A lot of people in the community clickbait to get views. I mean, that's just a lot of YouTubers, even the most popular ones do it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just something you do to try to push as many people to your channel, especially in terms of revenue stream. But I think if you're going to piggyback off somebody's clout, find a better way to do it.
Maybe
that's all I'm saying, because that's what it looks like.
Maybe he wasn't addressing Griffin Gaming at all.
No, he wasn't.
No, he was addressing
This is a conversation
Gaming.
on Twitter with both of them going back and forth.
Yeah, but
Look how fast he snaps back against that quick little 150,000 correction.
It was directed towards Griffin. I don't know if it's a misunderstanding or what's going on, but
here's the thing. I listen, in a perfect world, I will hope these two fine gentlemen would come together. and be able to put their differences behind and maybe even work together. Do you see that even possible, Griffin? Or at this point, has this shit just gone too far and this is beyond Griffin?
I mean, I don't even want to give him attention at this point because this isn't the first time. It's the second time.
But this is not the first. So you say basically my man Dill out here dick pulling? God damn, dog. This is crazy. This is goddamn crazy. This is sheer lunacy.
If somebody putting out some content, and it's whether it's negative content or positive content, it's gonna get something. If he don't do it, somebody else is gonna do it. Now, if they're personally being negative, and if it's drawing them views, who's to knock his hustle? If his negative content is drawing him views, and he's getting what the numbers that he want out, who the fuck is you to question what he's doing over there? You know what I'm saying?
And the funny thing is, though, is that whole video could be taken as either positive or negative, depending on what side of the argument you're on.
Right.
All my videos, like recently, have all been my opinion on something.
Right.
It hasn't been like, this is why this game is going to fail, and then I go into like a downward thrust style video. It's not that. It's my opinion on certain games, and I guess, you know, he doesn't agree with it, so he considers it negative, and therefore I'm clickbaiting. You know, I just love to hate on everything.
I'll say honestly, like I've watched some of your stuff, and some of your stuff is negative. But at the same time, though, you are entitled to your fucking opinion.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying, D. You said it right there, D.
What do you mean by negative? Like
you said it right there, D.
I mean, as Griffin Gaming, it depends on what side you are of the argument.
I don't get mad. You know, get your money how you get your money. I've never been.
What do you mean by negative?
I'll never be.
My take on Sea of Thieves was negative, but
some of the stuff is done.
Yeah, like my Black Ops 4 video.
It's done purposely to get views, but you know I'm not mad at him.
Really?
What do you mean by purpose there? Are you accusing D?
Are you? Listen, here's my thing. People say I was being negative, D. My take of fucking Sea of Thieves, diabetic gaming. Sea of Thieves is dog shit.
You know what though? But your Sea of Thieves thing, although I don't fully agree with you, it was based on some truths where some of the things, in my opinion, I'm not going to on all of his videos, but some of the things are not maybe 100% based on my truths. You know what I'm saying? But if those are his truths, that's fine. I don't have to watch that.
Yeah. And that's what he's saying.
And I don't have to go and slander him either. You know what I'm saying? Get your money how you get it. I don't really care.
You know what? It's crazy, man. From what I've seen, you know, sit back and watching this community, and I reference Z in this case because when Z was all for the Xbox and praise and nothing but positivity, everybody was cool with him. But as soon as he got to a point where he got fed up and started taking things for what it was and being critical or giving out his constructive criticism towards Microsoft, it became a whole nother thing. You know, people started leaving his channel, people start unsubscribing. And it's like, if you're not, it's good. We want positivity in gaming, but if something there that needs to be critiqued, then fucking by golly, we gonna fucking critique it. You know what I'm saying?
Let's be fair though. With Z was kind of the godfather of Xbox. He was the guy champion Xbox, and everybody was slandering Xbox. Okay. He was always there for Xbox, and you know when he decided that Xbox, and your points were valid. I'm not gonna say your points weren't valid. Your points were valid, but you went the Hollywood Hulk Hogan way.
No, I didn't. Listen, you know what's crazy?
Dick it, brother.
Hey, no, listen, check it out, right? Check it out, AD. You know what's crazy, right? And I gotta say this, right? All jokes aside, right? And it's not like I was someone claiming to be neutral, right? And you know, you got the motherfuckers on YouTube that claim to be neutral, just got nothing but negative things to say about whatever platform. You know that I bleed green. Motherfuckers running around with 99.9% of my sayings, be the behemoth, bleed green. You got Microsoft execs wearing my slogans on their fucking t-shirts, right? When I'm saying that there's a problem and you know, what's going on with the Xbox community, I'm looking, basically, you know what I mean, mind your place, Jew boy. You know, the motherfuckers threatening to render me unconscious. You know what I mean? That's when I say this shit kind of spooky. When I'm gonna say, hey, Sea of Thieves is not the answer. That goddamn State of Decay, that's not the goddamn answer. Now, I don't know what's up, or Lucky, or you got people out there defending Lucky Tales and Phantom Dust with the original assets. I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? You know what I mean?
And you gotta pay the bills there.
Okay, shout out to Top Dog 2K17 in true fuck nigga fashion. So remember that D is dealer's slap dog. Oh my goddamn.
Oh shit, he
Oh,
real
come on, I'll get
disrespectful.
that goddamn
Well,
Top
Top
Dog.
Dog, you can go back home and suck your mama's titty, okay?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I would say
okay.
this though. Neverland made a great point, and that's what it's all about at the end of the day. He said, I agree with some of Griffin's BO4 video. Some of it I respectfully disagree. That's what it's about. To generate a conversation, whether you agree with a person or disagree with them, he generated a conversation. That's what it's about when you're providing content. We're not asking you to agree with everything we say. We're not forcing our opinions on it. We're just trying to generate a conversation. And that's what really matters at the end of the day.
Yeah, like in all my videos, whenever I talk about a game or something, I always say, like, it's just my thoughts on it. What do you think? Or whatever like that. Because it's not true. Like, everybody's going to have the same opinion. So it's stupid to think that way.
But, yeah, it's crazy.
I don't know.
I don't know, man. It's crazy. But what's been going on in gaming, though, man? I hear that Microsoft will have Devil May Cry 5, Resident Evil 2, and Crackdown 3 demos playable at Gamescom. What y'all think about that?
I don't give a fuck about Crackdown 3. Just take it off the list right now. That shit's gonna be trash. I bet you that multiplayer is gonna be like what they advertise. That game is in trouble. I'm just gonna clear up for that to chat right now. We are not gonna damage control that bullshit.
Okay, so what if people go there and play it and they get good reviews?
If on Tuesday they show that it's more or less working like how we imagined, then I will take the L personally. But goddamn, that game needs some fucking help. A little suspicious what's going on with that title. I'm sorry.
Oh man, but that's dope. I didn't expect Resident Evil 2 to be playable.
Yeah, I don't expect that. That was a marketed deal
But
with
it's
Sony.
it's gonna be playable at Microsoft booth at Gamescom. That's what's
that's dope.
And it was shown at Sony, but it's gonna be playable on the X at Microsoft booth. That's crazy.
What you talking about? What games you talking about?
Resident Evil 2.
Resident Evil 2, Devil May Cry 5, and Crackdown 3 will be playable demos at Microsoft booth at Gamescom.
And Z, I don't know if you'll agree with me, but if they go to Gamescom and show another fucking campaign demo of Crackdown 3 and all you get to play is the campaign, that's officially an L for that whole game.
Yeah.
That multiplayer is not ready if they don't show it again.
I don't know. Do you think they're gonna? I don't know if they're gonna show it. They need to show it.
Why would they keep hiding it though?
At this point, they have to show it. It's August.
I
right
mean,
now.
this is the
February
last
is around
goddamn
the corner.
opportunity. I mean, shit.
If they do show it though, I'm pretty sure it will have its own little showcase where they'll really show you the benefits. You know,
yeah, just do whatever. But I mean, you've shown the campaign twice at E3, the biggest stage in the world. At least show multiplayer eventually. Come on.
And here's the thing. Now, Gamescom is the last big show for them of the year. And
well, I'm hearing a rumor there's another show coming that they're working on.
They've been saying that shit forever. Like I ain't.
Yeah.
These motherfuckers ain't putting it up. You got Gamescom, and I heard Gamescom's not even going to be a big show like E3. You got Gamescom, you got E3. That's it. I don't think they're going to Paris Games Week, and they're not doing a dedicated show like Sony's doing.
And what makes you so sure of that? Because Tim Dog has been saying otherwise.
Yeah, they've been hearing rumblings of a show now outside of Fan Fest, but a Microsoft own show.
I do trust Tim Dog. He's pretty accurate with what he says. And
it's been rumblings about them doing their own show
for the last 3 weeks since Sony did their own. I mean, when did Sony started doing their own?
Well, Microsoft used to do their own. It was called X. What it was called? X something. They used to do their own show back in the day. It was called X something.
Yeah, and then it transformed to inside Xbox, and look what happened.
But they stopped doing it. No, I didn't transform. But I do
technically
hear
they have a show 12 times a year.
Yeah.
I do hear they got a controller that's going to be their code name Washburn, I think. But
the Xbox Elite Controller 2.0.
But I'm hearing it's not the Elite though. I'm hearing it's not the Elite. Yeah. I'm hearing it's a controller.
You know the handicap controller?
No.
This is I think it's supposed to have
rechargeable battery,
rechargeable battery, Bluetooth, elite like features and stuff like that.
It's
but
not just a 2.0.
I'm hearing it's not the elite controller though. It's like
I might have to
different.
buy that shit because it's rechargeable battery.
But it got all the features that the elite have. So and I think it's going to be 149. So, but
yeah, okay, so that's the 2.0 to me.
Yeah, you might as well call it that.
Oh my god! Hold on.
It's a new yellow controller.
Man, put that Chinese food down.
Don't be messy in the chat. God damn it.
So here, okay, we go. Gamescom 2018 predictions. I'm sorry, I had to take a phone call. Shit's getting messy. This shit is. I'm just saying, this dealer and Griffin shit, they went beyond Twitter. I mean, they talking about getting physical in these streets.
Oh
what?
Shit!
I just had a phone call just now. I'm not gonna say any names. They talking about lining my man Griffin up, knocking him smooth out his loafers.
Good luck finding me.
Yeah, right. I mean, so anyway, Griff or whatever. 2018 Gamescom predictions. Here's the thing. Now, for those that may not know Griffin or whatever the case may be, what is your preferred platform of choice?
I mean, it's the Xbox right now, but I'm planning on getting my PC in the next month.
Mm.
So you're just gonna be gaming on PC? God damn. Ooh.
I'm seeing everybody going to PC lately.
Yeah, about to say.
I mean,
the Xbox pushes to do so.
Yeah.
I mean, I've just been looking into it recently, and it just seems to really appeal to me.
I mean, but at the end of the day, Microsoft don't care if you buying their games.
Yeah, they really don't.
Yeah. I just like, because I'm on my computer all the time, so I just think it'd be kind of nice to have everything in one place.
And then plus you always have the 60 FPS option, which we all can agree
Exactly.
is 60 FPS is much better.
Yeah. That's definitely
actually at that point. I mean, the rig you're looking for, because I kind of heard some of it. You're not even looking at 60 FPS. You're looking beyond that shit.
Yeah.
100 plus at least.
Yeah.
All right. So, do you have any predictions for Gamescom? Are you looking forward to anything at Gamescom?
I'm gonna just say expect nothing.
Keep low expectations.
Yeah. I mean, after last year, there's no point in getting your hopes up. Like,
okay.
We may get a new custom controller. We'll get a custom console. That's probably about it.
Well, they did say they was bringing new bundles and stuff, like, for the season.
Yeah.
Whoop-de-doo. They announced their Black Friday bundles.
Okay, well, I mean, but just one thing Microsoft has been liking this generation are custom theme consoles.
Well, they had good ones at the beginning. Like that Advanced Warfare and Halo 5 one were great.
Even the
even the Battlefield 1 ones were decent.
Yeah, it was kind of cool. But
hold on, Chad, man, you're bugging, man. Stop bragging on the box that had you spend $500 for multi-plats, yet PlayStation dudes just spent $500 for a see-through system. Fuck out of here.
Well, I guess, but okay. Well, like I said, I haven't talked to you in a while, Griffin. What are your thoughts on all the negative kind of doing about over Spider-Man? I guess more or less from some of the Xbox guys downplaying it. Like, what are your thoughts about that?
I just think it's stupid. Like, the game looks good for the most part, and you're just gonna embarrass yourself once it actually comes out. Because it's gonna sell great, people are gonna love it. It's gonna get great reviews just because it's Insomniac, and everything they've showed just looks good. I mean, there's
now, Griffin.
It looks bad.
I gotta ask you a quick question. What do you think of the term or phrase "swing to the left, swing to the right"?
I have no idea.
You have no idea. So you haven't heard people run with that?
No.
Oh, okay.
What's some Xbox guys saying Spider-Man just swing to the left, swing to the right?
Yep.
Well, here's the thing.
Let me say this real quick. That's just unadulterated hate. I got to be honest with you. As a gamer, looking at Spider-Man, it looks fucking fantastic. A lot of games, they get downgraded before they come out. That game got an upgrade.
Yep.
And like, I know some people making fun of the game swing to the left, swing to the right. They also like Sunset Overdrive, which is grind to the left, grind to the right, grind to the left, grind to the right.
That wasn't even that messy, D. But apparently, Sunset Overdrive is only good because you have teddy bear launchers.
It has a repetitive nature to it as well. Let's be honest, we haven't had a great Spider-Man game in a long time, and I gotta give Sony credit where it's due. I saw a tweet earlier this week. Sony took out some New York trains and they decked it all out with the Spider-Man logo and Spider-Man on the outside. Even on the inside, it was painted red. All the seats had the Spider-Man emblem on them. Like, they're fucking going all out, man.
At GameStop, Spider-Man's the #1 seller right now.
Yeah. Like give credit where credit is. That's just people hating because it's on their platform and not on their platform. To be honest with you, it's just fucking silly. It's a looks like it's going to be a great video game, and just leave it at that. If it's not for you, just leave it at that. There's no need to degrade the people that are into the game and and be so sarcastic and over the top with it. Like, come on.
Yeah, but like like I said, I look a little spooky because a lot of these same guys were hating on God of War. Just not God of War. You got a child with them now, and
Kratos is a pussy, daddy of war.
Yeah, it was great. But now they're hyping up God of War and saying no way in hell Spider-Man's going to be like, come on, what the fuck are we doing here, man?
Well, my question is, why does Spider-Man suddenly have to be better than God of War for it to even be good or even be a 90+ Metacritic? When did Metacritic and all that suddenly matter?
There's no way Spider-Man will be rated higher than God of War.
Yeah, exactly. But I don't even care. Like, why does it suddenly have to be?
Hey,
as long as it's above 80, it's generally good.
Hey, but how about this though? How about that? You're worried about or so how you say critical on the Metacritic score of Spider-Man, whatever the case may be. But the Xbox haven't had a goddamn game rated in the 70s. And how long? 2.5 goddamn years. Everything's
that's what I brought up on my video. Metacritic can't matter now, but suddenly that mattered back then.
Yeah, like I always like once Xbox guys, where if you got to pick and choose your fucking battles, either like I told my Sony guys, either resolutions don't matter or it do matter. You can't go back and say, well, it's 4K. Leave that shit alone. Xbox guys, either Metacritic score, or either sales matter or don't fucking matter. You're bragging about what's that State of Decay outpacing Detroit or whatever the hell on NPD. You're bragging about sales, right? But you get your ass kicked every month. We don't care about sales. You have to pick and fucking choose. Either sales matter or they don't matter. Either Metacritic scores matter or they do matter. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I like how people say it's going to be another Spider-Man game, but yet they hype in Halo, Gears, and Forza, and they get very mad if you point the same shit out.
But, okay, fine. If you like, and here's the thing. If you like Halo, Gears, and Forza, I love Gears, right? But to come out there when you're talking about goddamn Sea of Thieves, the goddamn game of the motherfucking millennium, like we're fucking bugging the fuck out, and you're concerned about Spider-Man. This one I have to again, how you say, question someone's integrity. Like what the fuck?
They're just looking for content at that point.
Yeah, and they accuse my man Griffin of clickbaiting. Tell him, Griff. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like comparing Spider-Man to Forza Horizon 3. That was a great one.
Yeah,
oh my god!
I heard Colt did this shit, didn't he?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna comment on that one.
He gave Forza Horizon 4 or whatever a 5 out of 10 for story, when that game is literally just racing. There is no story.
He gave it a 4 out of 10 for story.
5 out of 10. He's already rating the game.
Oh,
I didn't know fucking Forza had a story.
Wait, Forza Horizon 3 or 4?
4.
He didn't do 4. He didn't.
Not out.
He was doing an aggregate of like all of them.
But did 3 have a story?
In the past.
Does Forza even have a story?
He rated it very low for not having a story in that department. He was like rating.
Yeah, that should just be
he
a
gave
non-existent
it a 5 out
thing.
of 10 though.
There
is no story. That's a 1 or a 0.
There is kind of a loose story with.
There isn't.
You get a bigger tent if you upgrade a whatever.
With the festival shit, it's a loose story, so I can understand why you gave it.
There is no fucking story.
Hey, I know that's your man, but we gotta get the biggest name.
Come on, man.
We gotta get the bull. Forza ain't got no goddamn story. That's like
no racing game has a goddamn story.
We ain't about to do that here. We ain't about to do that.
To be fair, though, he was just saying the overall, the exclusives, like what they got and what they'll probably get at the launch.
Well, I mean, he was saying that Spider-Man had 9 out of 10 gameplay. The graphics were a 10 out of 10. I mean, he hasn't touched the game. How can you say the gameplay is a certain score?
He was scoring the games before it, and he did an aggregate.
No.
I actually saw that video. So
wait, hold on. Should we just pull up the video now? Now we're questioning integrities here.
Hold on, man.
I saw that video. So
what's the guy's name? Colt Eastwood, right?
Colt Eastwood. Yeah, there you go.
He's reviewing the games. He does the first thing where he tries to predict the Metacritic score, and then he goes through the 4 categories, looking at the trailers, and then rates them.
No. He was predicting what he thinks it will get. No, he didn't say.
Yeah, that's what Griffin just said.
He was reviewing the game before he had it. Gameplay 9 out of 10. Story 5 out of 10.
He was predicting what it would get, and he was predicting it based on the aggregate score of what the games got before it. He wasn't saying that's what.
In one category,
with games
then
with
he did
something
the whole
for everyone. And on PS4 and the Xbox One, each one will have a big exclusive.
Right, let's just pull up the video
and
see who.
PS4's Spider-Man from Insomniac on September 7th, and Xbox's Forza Horizon 4 on October 2nd.
We're going to do something. I just want to stop the video here. Why the hell is he comparing Spider-Man to Forza though? God damn.
Because the desperation. I don't know. Like it's
because hold on a second. It's because these are the two exclusives that are coming up.
Forza's a multi-plat.
So of course they're gonna get compared.
Forza's a multi-plat.
Yeah, but it's an exclusive. It's not a multi-plat. It's an exclusive.
No, they're not gonna.
It's on 2 platforms, so
That's a reach. That's a reach.
Forza versus Spider-Man. That's how you know there's nothing to talk about.
all right, hold on. Let's get quiet and let the video
But
play.
you know what? That's how you clickbait without being well. That's indirect clickbaiting right there. Some people
Totally
directly
crazy.
where you can see it and it's noticeable.
The best part is
But
this was a,
this is
collaboration with
genius
you.
right here on Cody's Wood. This is how you
Today and
clickbait.
figure out which game
Without,
is
this
going
how
to
you do
score the
megatons and clickbait without having to say that shit. Just low key.
All right, here, let the video play.
an open world superhero
man.
game versus an
He
open
could be
world
Spider-Man
racing
and
game.
Forza.
Wait, he said an open world superhero game versus an open world. God damn! I knew he was a hell of a father. Hold up.
Today and figure out which game is going to score the highest. An open world superhero game versus an open world racing game. Cue the acoustic guitar riff in D.
You gotta pull up the podcast.
Oh, we can't hear nothing.
If you haven't yet, go check out
Yeah,
Dealer
no, you
Games'
gotta pull up the
comprehensive
podcast.
analysis
Xbox V5
of Spider-Man
right
versus Batman
Then he put a
Arkham. Both games have a
Spider-Man
similar
on top of
approach to
the
combat, fantastic stuff, and the link is in the description. I know it sounds like a joke, but today we are seriously going to compare the Spider-Man game with Forza Horizon 4. And why? Well, because Spider-Man
Yo,
looks to be
he
one of
put
PS4's
Spider-Man on
best
top
rated
of-
games this year after God of War. And Xbox One only has Forza Horizon 4 this fall to answer with. Forza Horizon is no slouch. Yes, it's just a racing game, but most would agree that it's the best racing game of the past decade. Before we get started, let's take a look at games in the series and their respective Metacritic scores. We'll start with Spider-Man. This is Insomniac's first Spider-Man game. There have been many Spider-Man games made by different developers, just looking at the PS3, 360 era through the current gen. So we'll take a portion of those scores into account and reflect them off the previous Insomniac games. We'll aggregate those scores and it'll get us in the ballpark for one perspective for a review score prediction. Second, we'll break down this new Spider-Man game based on a categorical review. First of all, the Activision Spider-Man games will answer that appeal of the character, Spider-Man, in current video games, and they'll aggregate to a score of 62.4%, which is pretty low. But since that is not Insomniac, those were made by Activision with mixed reviews, we'll add a factor of an extra 10%, since Insomniac typically gives their games more care and attention, and that will bring the aggregate score to 72.4%. The Ratchet & Clank series is 6 games on PS3 and 1 on PS4. They average out to a score of 78.5%, and they lay the foundation of what Insomniac can do with platforming and combat. The Resistance series of 3 games may never live beyond the PS3 according to Insomniac, but the aggregate score for those is 85.3%. Fuse was a third-person co-op shooter on the PS3 and 360. It scored a 63. But Sunset Overdrive is the large build-up for what Insomniac can do in the open world and traversal. Sunset Overdrive has an 81% on Metacritic, and those two games combined, Fuse and Sunset Overdrive, make it a 72%. So let's add all these together and get a perspective on Insomniac's pedigree over the past 2 console generations and the appeal of a Spider-Man game. And since Spider-Man on PS4 so far has a great outlook, previews are nothing short of impressive, we are going to add an additional 10% onto the score, and that brings us to a final prediction number for Spider-Man based on Insomniac's track record to an 87% Metacritic score. Now let's take a look at the criteria of categorized scoring based on the footage and information available for Spider-Man on PS4. To make this analysis happen, we have to lay down some criteria, and in classic fashion, we are going to score each game's potential based off of 4 categories: story, gameplay, graphics, and multiplayer or replayability.
I just pull up. What are you talking about as far as story? We don't know much about the story yet. I mean, they'd be kind of a little tight-lipped about that. So
First of all, story. The story of Spider-Man
this is the part that I
follows
was
Peter
talking
Parker
about.
and his struggle with family, friends, and as he settles into his years as a superhero. You'll be fighting against a group called the Inner Demons, and this conflict with a prominent businessman and mentor who is hiding his evil intentions, which is in conflict with Peter's own Aunt May. Insomniac has taken careful attention to character, villains, and personal conflict. The story will be an excellent motivator to push forward, and Insomniac has normally made campy story-based games along with more serious tone grit, but Spider-Man should easily get an 8 out of 10 for story. Gameplay. Spider-Man is an open-world game with a dynamic city full of enemies, side missions, and chaptered with boss battles, covering the spectrum of famed villains in the Spider-Man universe. Traversal will provide a sense of freedom, power, and fun.
Griffin
with
was saying the
climbing
same
and
exact
web-slinging
shit right
mechanic-
here.
Yeah, he just rated the story of the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm trying
to give you full access around,
get the
above,
story
and through
of
the city. Combat
Yeah, but I'm
is
saying,
centered
he's literally
around
reviewing
attack
this shit.
and counter-timed attacks, much like the
Boy,
popular and
that's his,
successful games like Batman Arkham, Shadow Mordor, and Sleeping Dogs.
Okay,
Except
so
in
is he
Spider-Man, the
rating
combat
what-
is mixed
what
with
it- what he
traversal
think
to
it's
make
gonna
battles
get?
more dynamic,
Or what-
cover large areas, and more
how
room
he
for
feels
creativity.
the game is
An
gonna
upgrade
turn
system
out.
with evolving tech
I
will
don't
keep the
understand what
combat
he's
fresh
doing.
and challenging. The gameplay will offer tons of variety, and everything so far looks solid and reliable. Gameplay gets a 9 out of 10. Graphics. The open world is not a dynamic weather or day-night
Well, he
cycle. It
basically
relies
just
on
off
story
past
progressed
Spider-Man
day or
games
night
that
environments
wanna be the-
preset
No,
by the game.
he's just looking at the
Preset
trailer and
sunrises
saying like,
and
"Oh yeah, this looks like
sunsets
Batman
will
Arkham."
visually
So he gets a
bring
9
this
out
game
of
to
10.
life
graphics. I
as
think
you
that's fair
swing
enough,
past
but
the
everything
cars
else
and
you have to
buildings
play
around
it.
New York.
Yeah, graphics.
Spider-Man
you
is
can
using a
judge. Or I could
tempo
understand like
injection
if you went to
4K
E3
frame
and you
buffer.
played the game, but he didn't.
You can't
Or you
even
could just say,
judge
I
the-
predict the story will be good, but that's about it.
You can't even judge the gameplay.
You can't say it's an 8 out of 10.
Yeah, gameplay feel different depending on
Yeah,
when
you
the
just
controller's in your
but-
hand.
and these are
how
trailers
things
and shit.
feel.
Yeah, I mean, I could say Spider-Man will get a 10 out of 10 in the story. It doesn't change anything.
Oh man, so we had to question D's integrity there. My man's on mute now. All right, he's probably answering a phone call.
Oh, come on, me? I'm here.
No, I'm talking about D.
Oh, yeah, I don't know. Maybe these will whip it up.
Damn it! I was talking this whole time. I'm like, wonder what the fuck's going on. These don't hear me. Shit.
No, we can hear you.
No, man, I'm saying you guys are really reaching. Like he
No, did
clearly
you
like
just watch the
offset-
video?
I don't know. All I
He
gotta say,
literally
Hold on,
just
hold on, hold on.
reviewed it.
comprehension is a hell of
Let
a.
me explain itself.
That
'cause
was
I
very-
want to hear this shit.
That was
Oh,
very
Okay.
comprehend. He broke down the previous Spider-Man games. He broke down Insomniac's track record.
Yeah,
how
we agree with all
Insomniac-
that.
Hold on a second. How Insomniac handles the story. He broke down what this story is basically based upon because we do know what this story is going to
Yeah,
be.
and we agree with that stuff.
And he was saying that based off of this, he thinks that the reviewers will give the story an 8 out of 10. I don't understand how
That's
that is
what
him
I'm
giving a fucking review on the game. That's not.
Okay, that's what I was asking. Is this something
That's not.
it's like
That's not him saying the game's gonna score an 8. I think the game's gonna score an 8 out of 10. Basically, he's saying based on what we know so far, he thinks that people are gonna dig the story and that is gonna be reviewed 8 out of 10. And I think that's fair.
No.
okay? So I was trying to figure out, is this his perception as far as where he think the review scores are going to be, or is this him giving his own personal review?
It's
So
clear that
that's what I was trying to
he
distinguish.
clearly
between-
states that he thinks this is where the reviews will be.
But
That-
that's
he
just
says that in
let's
plain
pull this
English. Like,
up.
are we speaking the same language here? Like, comprehension.
He's literally watching a trailer and saying the story will be an 8 out of 10 based on what I think.
You know what, Griffin? I'm gonna keep it real funky with you right here,
Oh,
my
shit,
boy.
wait, hold on,
Listen,
hold on, man.
Oh, shit.
Hey, Griffin,
He
hold on.
clearly said that this is what we know about the story thus far. Mr. Negative and the Sinister Six, and how Mr. Negative impacts his real life as Peter Parker because it goes against odds against his Aunt May. And what we know thus far from the story, what we know thus far is the key word. He thinks that people are gonna dig it and that it'll probably get an 8 out of 10, and that is fucking fair.
Okay, D, I literally just rewatched that part, and he literally reviewed it himself. He didn't say anything about, I think the reviewers will do this.
Sorry. He didn't.
He said gameplay is 9 out of 10.
We got to question your integrity because that is your podcast, buddy. So you have to be a little bit biased here, you know. So we're gonna question your integrity. So we're gonna
keep it real.
I can fucking quote him right now if you want.
D, like,
Wait till you get to the part
real.
about the Forza Horizon story. Like he tries to play it off like there is one.
Hey, hold on, I stopped it there. I'm gonna hold on, let me see. Bring Forza up because I don't know how the hell he can get Forza a story.
Yeah, Matt Jackson.
Stories that have
If he
racing
gives
events,
a
right?
score, it's a fucking
Are
review.
he calling the racing events a story?
If you
Yes.
anything on your
Building the
computer,
festival to him is the story. You know, that's a 5 out of 10 story.
A 5 out of 10?
Yeah.
Out of
But he
10.
gives Spider-Man
If we
a
combine
6
the
out of
Metacritic
10 for
prediction with the
replayability.
categorized review score.
How the fuck do you judge replayability?
Exactly. He doesn't know what the hell is going to be in the
84
in-game
on
content.
Oh Lord.
Now let's do the
Okay,
exact same process.
D
with Forza
might be
Horizon 4.
talking to someone.
Each
He's on mute
iteration
again,
of
but
Forza Horizon
he literally
is adding
said
more
the combat's
features,
gonna feel
more
fresh.
events,
It's gonna be
more
variety.
cars, more
It's
variation,
it's
and
gonna be
more
a 9 out of
gameplay
10.
opportunities.
Goddamn,
But at this point in the series, is it staled
Re-
out? Because
like,
it's
are we even gonna
basically
have
the
this
same
conversation
foundation?
about
Well, sports
replayability?
titles and
Of course,
annualized
Forza is
shooters
gonna be more
continue to find
replayable than fucking
success, and
Spider-Man.
Forza
That's kinda
Horizon
fucking
How would you fucking know that?
The series
Because
How
it's
do you know
fucking
how
always
much
online.
content
We'll start with
Spider-Man's
the previous Forza Horizon games.
It's always
The first one
online. Of
scored
course
an
it has more
85,
replayability.
The second
Online?
in
Did that
86,
help
and
Sea
Forza
Thieves?
Horizon 3 in
Are we being
2016
serious
got a
here?
91.
Like, are you being for real?
This is the only Xbox
Am I being
game
for real
one is
that
come
arguing
close
played
to
on some
Forza
PS4's
doesn't
highest
have more
ranking game,
replayability.
God of War
What
at
makes
95.
Spider-Man a 6
But
out
the
of
Forza
10 for
Horizon-
replayability? What
I think
what goes
Spider-Man
into
is
that
going to have
number?
replayability.
Because based on the track record, based on the type of game that it is, they're probably going to add a few DLC story missions here and there, so we'll get some replayability, but it won't be to the level
But
of
who's
what
to say
Forza
that?
is. Come on,
That is 100% pure speculation and just assigning a random
you know
score.
what? It's speculation that we'll get DLC. Hopefully, most
How
likely.
do we know we're not getting different endings?
Oh, come on.
I mean, no one knows.
I mean, the people said the same thing about God of War, but people went back and played
Yeah,
God
I
of
was
War
about to say.
on all different
Yeah.
difficulty levels. They tried to beat the what's the name,
And just
and they
because
still
Forza,
got more DLC coming. So
yeah, and
I
just
think
because
it's-
Forza has DLC and multiplayer,
I don't
doesn't mean I'll
think
play it.
mastering those combos will be as easy as people think.
You think a single player game will ever have more replayability?
one
than
I'm
is-
not. We're not
multiplayer
saying
game?
that. We're not
Come
saying
on,
that.
man.
We're not
Like,
saying
here's
that.
So
the
that's
thing.
why it
What
got rated a
makes-
6 out of 10 for fucking for replayability
listen,
because
What goes
it's a
into
single
that
player.
score? What goes into that score?
It makes sense. It makes sense.
No,
it's a
it
different
doesn't.
opinion than yours, but it makes sense.
Hey, listen.
I've replayed single player games for longer than I've played multiplayer.
I want to say this. I think God of War has more replay value than goddamn State of the Cat.
Sea of Thieves, exactly.
And that's a fact. That's a fact.
And Sea of Thieves is online only.
Well, to be
Series
fair, we know
aggregates
Forza
out
Horizon 4
at
is
Forza Horizon ain't no
87.3%.
fucking Sea of Thieves.
Forza Horizon has
Okay,
increased
but it's still a
3%
racing
upon
game. Like,
each
I can easily have more
release,
hours
and the
than Spider-Man.
improvements
We're
of
not
the
comparing
evolving
Sea of Thieves
series
here. We're comparing
brings
Forza
it up to
Horizon, okay?
Did I just not say
90.3%.
I will probably have more hours in Spider-Man, even with Forza, because it's just a racing game?
Thus far, I think it's fair. I'm being honest.
Now let's take a look at the criteria of categorized scoring based on the footage and information available for Forza Horizon 4. We are
Man,
going
that
to score
Forza
each
looks
of the game's
fucking
potentials
amazing, bro.
based off of these 4 criteria.
Like, and YouTube
Story,
ain't
Oh, yeah,
YouTube
graphics
is not
ain't
doing
doing
any
graphics,
justice,
multiplayer,
bro.
or replayability.
You get that on your.
Let's start with
Oh,
story.
got to my head.
Forza Horizon 4's story is based on a racer joining a countryside festival filled with the world's greatest cars and their drivers. Other than the festival rep coaching
we
you
go.
along, there is
Story.
absolutely no story in the single-player campaign. The story is created by the user and who you interact with online. For those looking for a heartwarming tale of a boy in his car, you will not find it here, and that brings down the score for Forza Horizon 4, and it
Absolutely
gets
no
a
story.
5 out of 10 for story. Gameplay. There is no racer in the business that rivals Forza Horizon. The feel and the control with the perfect mix of sim and arcade. The diversity of
So the
topography,
story is you make
roadway
believe.
surfaces,
All right.
and the off-road
It's
destructible
non-existent,
environments
but he
married
gives it
with
a
the
5 out of
tactile
10.
response of over 400 cars. Forza Horizon 4 will have
How is it
custom, small,
non-existent? It's not
and
a
large
traditional-
races
Literally says there is
showcasing
absolutely nothing.
We're quoting him, D. We're quoting him.
Absolutely
The
nothing.
festival is a very loose, crappy, non-existent
D,
story.
that's what you're saying, but we're quoting Colt here, saying it's non-existent, basically, and he still gave it a 5 out of 10.
maybe. Okay, you know what? I'll be fair. Maybe the 5 could have been a 3.
Maybe the 5 could have been a 1.
Come on, D. Hold your panel down, D. Hold your panel down, D. Come on,
fuck out right now, D. You gotta leave
No, man. I just know. You know what? I never play fights. You know what? One thing about me, I'm the truth teller, man. I don't. If I gotta go against my own,
He's the truth out here.
Straight up.
Yeah, Forza ain't got no goddamn story, D. No,
it has a
That's just a 1 out of 10 for story. I'm sorry.
He averaged these numbers up before he even recorded the video and knew what he was going to rate each one, so Forza would come out to just about the same as Spider-Man. I'm telling you right now. That is exactly what he did.
Well, I can pretty much say that Forza's going to get rated.
That's how you clickbait without.
All right.
Yeah,
just make sure your podcast is up so you can listen to what Colt is saying yourself.
Hey, that's how you clickbait without being noticed.
Yeah.
All right. Continue the video.
Noticeable clickbait out here.
And stunts
But that's professional clickbait right there. Y'all
You know
need,
what? That's
Hey, this is Dealer's boy.
that's his opinion. I
You
think
know, they're best friends.
y'all can take something from Code on this one if you want to clickbait.
I personally would have scored it lower. I would have scored it maybe a 2 or 3 in that department for story. But
No, it doesn't. You can't even pretend.
Now listen. Now you can see the last. I'll give you an example. The last Need for Speed game, right? That had the story. It was dog shit, but it had the story.
That's
Forza
a
ain't got
5
no
out of
goddamn
10 story.
Forza ain't got a goddamn story.
discipline.
So, but Griffin is saying basically came together with the score to make him about even before he even did the goddamn video.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, that's what he's done in the past, though, where he's
open
done the
world is-
exclusive comparisons. He purposely leaves stuff out. So, I mean, this is a trend. And it's hard
Set
to
in
detect,
Britain
and he
with
caters
wildlife
to that,
and a
kind of
dynamic
audience, like you've been saying.
day and night cycle. It takes
Kinda
weather and
clickbait
time a
audience.
step further.
I mean,
by
who the hell
interchanging
compares
the order of
Spider-Man
seasons
and
weekly,
Forza
pushing
Horizon
the game
4?
into the fall season
I mean,
at
honestly,
launch, and the second week into snowy
Like, as different as
winter,
it gets.
well,
affecting the
they're being
look and
compared
feel.
because they're both companies exclusive games coming out in the same month, so that makes
One's
sense.
a racing game and one's an open world
Yeah, but they're
superhero
both
action.
exclusives, and they're the best exclusives that they have.
Dude, I'll be honest, bro. This is like when people were comparing Titanfall to Towerfall. Or
Yeah.
Titanfall to Flower. Like, come on,
And-
D.
Or Octodad or
And-
some shit
listen,
like
listen.
that.
It doesn't matter what fucking game Sony releases or Microsoft releases that are competing in the same month. They're gonna be fucking compared as exclusives, and their numbers will be compared. Like how anyone.
Yeah, but the
can
only
see
person
that, like,
comparing
come
them
on.
is Colt.
Okay, we're gonna
It's-
pay the
sometimes
bills
the
real
genres are
quick.
just
You
too
think- you think-
different, honestly.
You know, we're
the
gonna
fanboys,
pay.
hold on a second. You think the fanboys, when the game comes out, aren't going to compare fucking numbers? Are you serious on both of these games?
Who cares? They're fanboys.
But the media is going to compare them too.
No,
Are
there's,
they?
I doubt there's going to be an IGN article called Spider-Man versus Forza Horizon 4.
Yeah,
No,
hold on.
but
Let me
they're
pay
gonna
the bills
they're
right
gonna
here.
say
Let
at
me
the end
just
of
pay
the
the bills real
month.
quick, D. Let me pay
At
the
the end of
bills.
the month. Yeah, go ahead.
All right, Carlos Crispin says replayability is subjective. Multiplayer isn't everything. Not everyone wants to grind for 200 hours online.
Facts.
Continue.
Yeah, well, man, listen, all I'm gonna say is the Forza. I mean, I don't know. I'm not knocking it. I think it's a well put together video, but you can't. Forza doesn't have a story. We ain't gonna do that. Forza ain't got no, ain't no loose, story, ain't no goddamn story. And to give that a 5 out of 10, now that's goddamn dog. Like, you know what I mean?
Chat has been real disrespectful today.
The chat is always disrespectful.
I'm just saying it's a good video. Not to say the less, it's a good video.
Yeah, it's a great video.
Oh, yeah, the production quality's
Yeah,
there.
I give him that. But I to say that Forza has a story, like I'm like, hey, Forza got a story? I'm thinking, like, what the fuck did I miss? Like, when the Forza got a story?
Yeah, but I'd say, what's the dialogue when we talk to your GPS?
Yeah.
I don't know. What
Turn
the fuck.
right here.
Yeah, turn left. I don't know.
Hey,
but-
Cortana, send me to the next mission.
Yeah. Compare Sea of Thieves to God of War. But again, you talking about next gen? Stop it. You compare Sea of Thieves to God of War. Exactly. Now, whose fault was that? I wasn't trying to do that shit by choice. That's all it's doing. That dog shit ass platform.
Oh shit! They do got a point, motherfucker.
But what else was compared to?
God of War.
Both those games.
Listen, one goddamn game, I'm killing
And that wasn't
gods.
only you.
Another
The
game, I'm
ponies,
fucking
the
killing
ponies,
chickens.
the ponies was doing that too.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, you right about that.
The question of my integrity, I'm just saying, is one goddamn game, I'm killing gods, chasing gods. Another goddamn game, I'm chasing goddamn chickens.
No, you can't get out of this, bro. You
No,
compare
I'm just saying.
Sea of Thieves to God of War, and you had the pictures up. Look,
Hey,
Kratos looks
Hey,
better
they're
than this
both
character
open
right
world
here.
adventure games. Fuck
Got
out of
him.
here.
Got him. You know what I mean? The fuck. But
Nope.
I'm just saying. But I'm moving right along. Like I said, I don't agree with the video. I mean, here's the thing. Overall, play this. Here's a question. D. What would you rather have? Spider-Man or Forza Horizon 4?
Both.
That's a good question.
Oh, that's not an
I'm
option.
just saying. If you down to your last 60, shit tight, what would you rather own? God of War? I'm sorry, not God of War. Spider-Man or Forza Horizon 4?
Man, I'm greedy. I want it all, so both.
But you can't have both. You got $60 if you can choose one. I mean, listen. I'm not really into car games. I'm gonna get Forza.
Then I'd probably choose Forza because I play it more and it have a longer play.
You more than likely get the most out of that Forza.
Over Spider-Man?
Yeah, if I had to choose, yes, because I'd get more playability out of Forza than Spider-Man. But I'm not in that world. I'm getting both. So
Yeah.
Yeah, all right.
like Spider-Man, like I'm gonna be realistic. Spider-Man, after 2 weeks, I'm done with that shit.
Yeah, I'm not even that excited for Spider-Man, honestly.
Like after 2 weeks, I'm gonna be done. It's gonna be a good game. I am looking forward to. Don't get me wrong, but after 2 weeks, I'm done with that shit.
But how many hours did you get out of Forza?
Forza's gonna last me like fucking 6-7 months.
Yeah, but how many hours did you get out of the last Forza?
I don't know how many hours. I don't count my fucking hours, but I got a lot of gameplay out of it. Wow.
All right, hold on. Ancat, shut up. What's up, my dude? Ancat. He said desperation is real. Goddamn. Yeah, I don't know, man. I would choose Spider-Man. I'm being honest with you. I'm not in the whole thing of DC versus Marvel. It just looks like it's a great game to me. I'm excited for it. A great game. You know, that's what it's all about for me. You know, I played Forza already, and of course I played Spider-Man games in the past, but it's nothing like we've never gotten a Spider-Man game
on this level.
No,
yeah.
So that's why I look at it a whole different game to me, in my opinion. I mean,
and as far as the Arkham Batman references that everybody is doing, Insomniac already came out and said that was their basis in terms of when they was thinking about the combat system, since they said that the Batman Arkham Asylum kind of set a new standard for comic book heroes in terms of the combat and all that stuff. Even the whole game overall, they gave kudos to Rockstar, and said they literally was going to mimic the combat system after Batman Arkham Asylum.
Yeah,
that's some dope shit. But hey D, you said you're gonna be done with Spider-Man in about 2 weeks, realistically, right? And I agree with that, right? So how many hours do you think that is? Like 50? Like what you thinking?
I don't know, somebody probably be done with that shit in a day or two. Like people get new games that they're excited about. Motherfucker be going straight in. You know what I'm saying? Like,
so how many hours do you think you will get out of Spider-Man, D?
Sorry, man, I didn't hear. I stepped out. What'd you say?
Oh, my bad. All right. So realistically, you'll say you get about 2 weeks with Spider-Man, which I agree with. I'll probably get about 2 weeks, maybe 3. How many hours do you think you'll get out of it fully?
Out of Spider-Man?
Yeah. Just a ballpark.
I don't know. Maybe 24 hours?
Yeah, God. Well, how many? I mean, the game's probably at least about 10 hours.
Hey,
here's the thing. I look at it like
bogus.
DJ bogus. Decent 24 hours.
D bogus. They know no damn well.
Hey, you my man. You a whole fuck nigga, boy. You a fraud. Hey, listen, right? Here's the thing. I don't judge a game by how many hours I play. I judge a game by what I've got out of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I can agree with that.
Yeah, you know, my experience. It's like, I'll give you an example. I said this earlier today on the digital shoot with Porter Rock. You guys know I'm a big God of War fan. But I probably got more from the story of the Detroit Become Human than I did from God of War. You know what I mean? Like that. You know what I mean? And it probably doesn't show like people watching me play it and streaming it. But like I've never played maybe a game like a Telltale game, if that's what you want to say. That I got drawn into the characters like that. It was like, oh shit, I gotta keep everybody alive. Oh shit, he died. I gotta play it over. Like I was really heavily invested into the characters. You know what I mean? But like I said, it is what it is, man. With that one.
Yeah, I mean the only reason I ask is D said you'll get a lot of time out of Forza. So what's a lot of time, D? Like, what do you think is a good amount?
Forza, I'll be playing till the next year, till the next version comes out.
Oh, so you play Forza long. Oh, okay,
yeah.
All right.
So I mean, you'll get probably at least I don't know, like a week. You think maybe with Forza, like in total, until you get the next one.
No, man,
for hours? How many hours in a week? What you talking
Forza,
about?
Yeah, I'm about to say like you would take about a week worth of hours, right?
No, I play it for months. So Forza Horizon, I play it more than I play like the regular Forza. The regular Forza, I play it here and there throughout the year, but Forza Horizon, I always get hooked on that one.
Okay, well, D, I would hate to question your integrity.
Oh, God, yeah.
But if we look at Forza Horizon 3, it says you have less than 3 days on the game.
No, man. I played it on the
It's
PC too.
2 days, 19 hours, and 25 minutes.
I played on different computers with different accounts, so no. Sorry.
What?
I got like, you know how many fucking computers I have, man? I got like a ton of computers.
You only need one Xbox Live account.
Oh, man.
No, man.
And you have 330 out of the 25,000, and I have much less than you. And I have about 17 hours in the game, so yeah, I have way less time than you, but I mean, you didn't get a complete 3 days even.
I play 3 days is like, how many fucking hours is that? That's a lot of hours. Like, I play a lot of games.
72.
And you didn't even get that.
Well, I've seemed to play it more than that, to be honest with you. And it's a game that I might pick up and play it for like half an hour, but I play it throughout the year. That doesn't stop that. I play it throughout the year. And in the last, if we're gonna be completely honest, I would say in the last 7 months, I haven't really been able to play games like I like to, because my business is just booming, and and I got a new baby and all kinds of stuff. So
yeah, you got responsibility. Fair enough.
Gaming time is cut down, and I got a business to run, but I play that game throughout the year. So some guys, not to diss anybody, everyone's lifestyle is different, but some guys, they can play games day and fucking night. I can't do that.
Like I said, it is what it is, man. Okay, but moving right, last time before we get the hell up out of here. You guys have been funny as hell. Have the SJWs ruined Battlefield 5?
I don't
Griffin,
think
you
they've
like to take
ruined.
that one?
They haven't ruined the game, but they've turned me off from buying it.
Okay.
And that's kind of my stance on it.
What
Okay,
is
now
SJW? Explain that to me.
Social Justice Warriors.
Social Justice Warrior. What's going on? I need the whole premise
So-
behind this.
Basically, just to sum it up very quickly, they put female soldiers in the World War II shooter. People were not happy about it. I didn't care about that part. Like, it didn't bug me that there were women in the game at all. The thing that bugs me is the way they handled it. They came out and started attacking people. And that was my issue. Like, the Patrick Soderlund guy or whoever who just got fired from EA, who's stepping down, chief design officer, he basically came out and said that everybody who disagrees with him is uneducated. And then he issued like this ultimatum. If you don't like it, don't buy it. And that's exactly what people are doing now. They're not buying it. So that's basically the summary of what happened.
I mean, I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. If you don't like it, don't buy it. I agree with that. This whole notion with women, man, like, and I do agree with them that people are uneducated.
Yeah,
because
same
this
here.
this dominant thing that society has over men over women, we ain't gonna get into it. It stems from the Bible, but we ain't gonna get into that. They're gonna be an expand your mind.
Expand your mind. And before we continue, post up top dog with the $2 saying, "I told y'all D was lying again." But continue.
But yeah, this notion that we live in a society where where male are supposed to be the top dog and women are supposed to sort of kind of be behind us or be like a beneath us, and so when women get these lead roles in games, it's always an issue, and I don't see nothing wrong with it, man. If put a woman in the game, I don't care, as long as the game is good. You got these soft ass men out here getting mad because a woman is a lead in the game. You soft as fuck. You soft if you caring about if you worrying about a woman taking the lead role. That's crazy.
I'm gonna look at it. I'm gonna look at it from this. Sales may be soft. Pre-orders. I look at it because maybe they're putting in
Red Dead, Call of Duty.
Red Dead and Call of Duty. You know what I mean?
Well, the thing is, though, is Battlefield is an established franchise. Everybody knows it comes out every 2 years in October.
Good point.
Everyone knows about that. The problem is, and like I've seen this on my videos talking about it, it's like people are saying, I don't have a problem with the women in the game, but the way that EA and DICE have basically said, if you don't like this because you wanted a historically accurate World War II shooter, all of a sudden you're racist, you're sexist, you're any ist words you can think of.
But it was women soldiers back then, wasn't it?
No, I'm talking about, okay, so like the example that goes around, that's kind of like a meme at this point, is the black female Nazi. And that is a perfectly like obtainable thing to do in Battlefield 5.
There's a black female Nazi?
Yeah. You can customize your character, and literally you're fighting for the Nazis as a black female.
Yeah,
and then they
that-
have the whole
that-
robotic prosthetic limbs. You can wield a katana sword. I mean, there's a bunch of stuff.
Look, I'm not.
Yeah, but you know what? I know Battlefield traditionally has been accurate.
Yeah.
So they're straying a little bit from that. However, the physics and and the combat, in that sense, it will be accurate. The way things get destroyed and whatnot. But you know what? It's a video game at the end of the day. So they're allowed to take liberties. They're not saying that this is an accurate depiction.
Well, they kind of were. They were saying
I
that
would
it's the
say
most immersive World War II experience ever.
Well,
Yeah,
it
but
could
do they
very
mean
well
by
be.
gameplay and everything? Because that is true.
Bad motherfucker called me a male feminist. I'm not a male feminist. What's the name? Say I support the LGBT community, and that's not true. Look, I'm of the assumption. I go back to how Egypt looked at their women. My woman stands on the side of me, not in back of me. Meaning I have the same respect and confidence in her as she has in me. If I leave the kingdom, I put the power in her hands to make the same decisions as I would if I was there. You know what I'm saying? That's how it was in back in that days. And the reason why I referenced the Bible, because the Bible took that and flipped it. They put the male at the top and put the women at and put it as well. The men look down on women. And it's like that throughout society. And it's affecting video games too. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of what EA said in response to it, the initial thing is that you got these soft-ass men who probably live in a house where their woman is probably the lead role in that house, getting mad for a female being the lead role in the game. Fuck out of here.
I really don't have an opinion. I don't, I'm gonna be honest, I ain't got a dog. He said I ain't got a horse in this race, nor a dog in this fight. I don't know. It doesn't bother me any weight one, whatever. But I did say this, like I say, if they would, I don't know, I probably can't say that on here. Let me choose my words wisely, right? I don't want to be attacked by the LBGT community. I don't know. Let me ask you a question, Griffin. So
Yeah.
you're upset, right? All right. I guess you're not going to get the game or EA, whatever the fuck, right? Is it because of the female characters and their strong role in the game, or you don't like what EA said about, hey, we got a console for you, or you don't want to play online, we got a console, something like that? If that's where you're upset with it, or
Yeah, it was never really the women, because like the first video I made on this, it was basically saying like it doesn't matter to me, like I don't care. But then people started directing my attention to what people were actually trying to say and everything like that. I found all these posts and everything where they were trying to say like, oh yeah, we're listening to the community, we know what you want an accurate World War II shooter. And then they come out with this. And the whole reason why they have all this customization, why you can play as a woman, why you can wield a katana sword, why you can have a prosthetic arm, is to sell microtransactions. That's all that it comes down to.
Okay.
And that's
Okay. Oh, okay. Again, which is cool. Now, here's about this. Have you ever been into the Battlefield franchise or no?
yeah, mainly with 3 and 4 though.
Okay.
After that, I kind of like lost interest, which
Okay.
I was kind of hoping they would go back to that type of style, and that's why a lot of people are disappointed as well.
Okay. What if it's a great game? You still just want to skip it?
Yeah, I mean, if it comes to the vault, I may play it, but other than that, I'm skipping it.
You got to pull a K Mega. Say some one of your subscribers bought it for you, and you got to come out there and say, "Well, my subscribers bought it for me," so you got to go out and give it a chance. I was looking at whatever. I'm just looking at, like, shout out to K Mega, true fuck nigga, right? I just like, if this is a great game, it is what it is. Like I'm asking a question. Did you have a problem with The Last of Us 2? But Illy, what's her name? Nelly, what's the chick name? Illy, what's her name on Last of Us?
Ellie.
Yeah.
Okay, so where I stand on that is I think the trailer was way too in your face.
With the kissing?
I mean, I don't have a problem that, she's a lesbian because they made that clear in the first game. Didn't bother me. But I felt like the trailer, knowing Neil Druckmann, like, he did that as a middle finger to certain people. But the main concern I have with The Last of Us is I didn't really like Ellie as a character. Like, I like Joel better. So that's kind of why I'm not that interested, and I'll still play it and buy it. Like, it looks good. So
Who gay? Who gay now? Who gay in game?
Ellie, she's gay.
What?
Yeah.
Did you not
That's
watch
not
The Last of Us 2?
Well, now that's not surprising.
She was so gay they changed the title of The Last of the Lesbians too, man.
Yeah, that's not surprising.
Yeah, they literally had like a 2-minute kissing
that
scene
type
during
of
the
shit
E3.
is
Freaking.
in all areas of society. But tune into the next Expand Your Right podcast. For
This
that.
motherfucker in advertising.
Yeah, because
what? I gotta say,
a lot
though,
of these discussions go into transition into those conversations, but we can't have them on this.
from a sales tactic, I will say that will appeal to the LGBT community. To be honest,
Yeah,
with you.
but
A
you're
lot of them-
talking about 3% of the population.
Yeah, but gay people, they got lots of money, man. So they'll buy like 10 copies.
I don't know if that's really a correlation, but
No, I hear
What
what you're
game
saying,
are we
but
talking about here right now? We're talking about Last of Us or Battlefield
yeah,
right
The
now.
Last
No,
of Us 2
honestly,
would have
like,
sold great by itself.
who really cares if she's gay? To be honest with you, like who,
No, that's the thing. I don't care. It's
That's
just the E3 trailer was made for the purpose to basically say in your fucking face, because that's the type of person Neil Druckmann is.
I'll be honest with you, the E3 trailer, I didn't walk away saying, "Oh my gosh, she's a lesbian." I just walked away thinking, "Holy
Being
shit!"
blown away.
Look at the action, look at the graphics, look at the grit. Like where the hell is Joel? Like that.
What would made that scene okay? If it was just a man and a woman, then
I mean, I
would
don't
that
think
have
they
suddenly been okay?
served any purpose in the trailer. The
It
kiss
did,
literally
though.
had nothing to do with the game.
It did.
Honestly,
Because she's
That
dead.
could have been a
That's
story.
the whole point. She's dead.
I did not get that from that E3 trailer.
Look, and people still gonna buy that. They ain't gonna jump on that as much as they jump on that Battlefield 5 stuff. And they still gonna buy Last of Us too. And Sony did the same thing that Battlefield. Look, they pretty much said the same thing, but they just put it as these are adult games made by adults. And Battlefield 5 is saying that, well, kind of saying the same thing, saying either you're gonna buy it or not. But that's the same thing Sony is saying, either you're gonna buy it or not. I don't when
Yeah, but the
politics get in
difference is
straight
Sony's
game-
not out there saying like, "Oh yeah, you hate gay people because you don't like The Last of Us 2." Because that's what Battlefield's doing right now. Basically saying, if you don't want women,
some of them dudes are haters. Some of them dudes are hating that the look, they are right. They're right. But
some
dudes out there,
that Battlefield has women in it. Like, what the fuck is wrong with the people that are against that?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I was saying.
Who cares?
Experience that. That's the thing.
If you don't like that, don't play with a fucking female character. Play as a male character. End the fucking story. What the hell?
Go out there and kill them bitches.
Jesus, man. Like, seriously, people don't upset.
I like having bad female lead characters. That's dope.
Jesus,
get a nice female lead character that's dope and can kick ass. That shit is dope to me, man. I get tired of seeing the same thing all the time, man.
Most. You know what? If every game had like this type of outcome where all the leads were females, okay, whatever. But like, how many games are the females really the lead characters or the basis of the game? Like, seriously, like, who cares?
Here's War 5.
Who cares? Like, honestly, tell you, who cares? Like, really, who cares? We're at the point in society where we have fucking women in the military.
But this is a World War II game.
But who cares? It's a video game. It's a fucking video game.
Then why make a World War II game if you don't want to represent World War II? Say it's a freaking alternate reality or something.
Say something, man. It's a lot.
Why do we play Call of Duty when they run on the motherfucking wall?
Man, it's a lot of things about World War II, man, that people don't know, man. It's a lot of things went on in World War II that probably will never get out. It was probably women doing all types of things to get all types of information. Women was playing a prominent role back in that era. Come on now, that's not dismiss women. Like, they didn't play a prominent role in those wars.
Nobody's
back
saying
then,
that,
man. I'm just saying though.
All I gotta say, anyone that's upset truly that women are in that game, I'm sorry, you're a fucking bitch.
They need to check themselves, yo. That's like crazy.
But the thing is most people aren't upset about the actual women in the game. It's the way that DICE and EA responded.
But they had to get upset in order for DICE to respond.
Okay, but
what was DICE's official response?
Hold on, let me find it.
Oh, but in the meantime,
hold on.
I have it saved.
Let me interrupt this segment real quick because 6996 is gonna keep coming from me in the chat. You got a whole fanny pack with an on the run douche kid in it. Fuck out of here, boy. Leave me alone.
Hey, Ancaster said, let's be real. There was outrage with a black soldier on the cut of Battlefield 1. Right about that?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
that thing did not sell.
And Jamal King said women did their thing back then. Damn right, post up. And again, I don't have an issue with it either way. I don't. I'm just. I'm gonna be honest with you. When I look at these games or a game, I'm not looking at it for historical accuracy or whatever the case. I just.
Look, man.
Again, maybe I'm shallow. How I don't have an issue. And I don't have an issue with Griffin's stance. I don't have a Griffin. If you don't, whatever the case, I'm just saying if it's an issue with the ladies, I will however look at it. Right. If I'm a Battlefield guy or a fan, I would just fucking boot up as a male character and kill all the females. Fucking, it is what it is. I don't know. I'm just gonna have. I wouldn't let that. That's just me. I wouldn't let that. I mean, like you said, not playing the game. Now, again, maybe it is the way the EA handle it. Whatever. If you don't want to apply it, I don't know. But I'm just saying. But here's the thing, Griffin. I will say this: there are people that that I guess hate women or whatever for whatever reason, and mad at the fact that they're on the cover of the game or.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Okay, and and maybe that's like I said when EA released the statement. Or basically saying if you don't want to like it, but people are gonna buy the goddamn movie before Battlefield's gonna sell.
The reason they responded is because their reveal trailer has like 100,000 more dislikes than likes. Mm-hmm. So the wide opinion is that this game is not well received, and that was what the response was. Yeah, I have both of them ready if you want me to read them.
Okay, yeah, read them. Yeah.
So this is from DICE's design director Alan Kurtz. Mm-hmm. And this is his official statement, but he was also on Reddit and stuff attacking people, basically saying, like, I have the moral high ground, basically. So this is what he said. I knew this was going to be a fight when I pushed for female soldiers in Battlefield. I have a daughter, and I don't want to ever have to answer her question of why can't I make a character that looks like me with because you're a girl. Fundamentally, I feel to my core that this is the right way, and I will find myself on the right side of history. I think many people will play the game despite their reservations and maybe learn something about either history or themselves. That's something that really pissed people off because he's basically saying that, they're going to learn something about history, but they're telling an alternate
is that not
history.
true?
No, this is not historically accurate.
World War II.
Were there black female Nazis? Were there women running around with prosthetic arms? No.
No, not necessarily, but were there women in World War II as soldiers?
Yeah, no one's denying that.
You'll be surprised.
But the thing,
a lot of people don't think that's true, though, Griffin.
Hold on, so you're saying prosthetic arms wasn't that technology wasn't out back then?
Because you'll be prosthetic arms with hook fingers and stuff, running around with a sniper.
Oh, I don't know about that. I mean, it's a goddamn game. But I did a video about this, Griffin, and I had a picture of a woman with the goddamn prosthetic arm in World War II. Maybe I could find it through my photos.
Yeah, it was prosthetic arms back then.
Yeah, no, I know there were prosthetic arms.
They might be exaggerating it. They might be exaggerated. They might don't look like the same, but they might be exaggerated a bit. But it was there, man. I just want to say I can appeal to this because the reason why it's the same. The same thing happens when the black character takes a lead role in movies or anything else. Just like the James Bond thing that's going on. See some of the videos that people are putting. He shouldn't be black because the James Bond is this white male character, British that was spoiled and this and that and this that and this that.
And Griffin, I'm gonna share my screen real quick. Hold up.
Crazy.
Oh, let me pull it up.
Let me
So, what is this, Griffin?
Where are you?
Hello.
Oh, okay, I see.
Send me the link. I can put it on the big screen for everyone to see. Send me the link.
Okay, but would you be running around on a battlefield, jumping out of windows, holding a sniper rifle, quick scoping people?
Give me the link.
You wouldn't be doing that period if you have both of your arms.
I'm just telling you.
I mean, come on, Griffin. Some of this is a little far.
Wow. You can half of the shit that was done in all previous Battlefield games, motherfuckers wasn't doing in real life.
There to sell microtransactions.
I won't even deny that, but I've seen people jump out of jets, snipe someone else, and jump into their jet. Like Battlefield's gameplay was never 100%
accurate. Battlefield gameplay is not accurate. If some of the shit, if people was doing some of the shit they was doing in Battlefield, they will be dead in real life.
And
ain't no coming back from real life. Ain't no restart button.
Listen, I don't have not accurate either. Most of this stuff, I just can see why people are upset. Like, it doesn't bother me.
I'm just saying, what song do you
know? We're calling out those people who are upset.
Yeah, I get it. I'm just trying to like play devil's advocate here.
Which soldiers you know that can slide on concrete and shoot somebody at the same time?
Okay.
Give me the link. Hold on. Give me.
Oh man, yo, people be.
One of you.
I'm gonna.
Here, it's a Reddit link.
I understand both sides.
Jump so high.
Yeah. No, my main issue is just how they responded because they were. Just...
It's in this chat right here in the Hangout. But yeah, in Battlefield's gameplay, you've been always doing crazy shit. Like, maybe there weren't black Nazis. I can agree with you there. But in general, there were women in World War II. There were fighting women. There was a Russian woman who had some of the most kills out there.
There weren't black Nazis?
But most people would not know that.
This prosthetic arm from Battlefield 5 trailer was an actual item from World War II. And they have a picture of the real world item. And yeah.
Were they used in combat, though?
Well, if they lost their arm in combat before, then fuck, and they want to go back to the war, what are they gonna do?
Well, they wouldn't put them out because it'd just be a liability.
I think they needed every soldier they could, bro.
I'm just saying.
I think you're twisting this shit. Come on.
I mean, if you lost your arm and you were running around with a 1940 prosthetic limb,
people did that.
I'm reading this Reddit chat here, and somebody put in there, a man with one arm killed my wife.
And black Nazis did exist.
Did black Nazis existed? Damn, I just learned something then.
Yeah, they had Arabic Nazis too.
Yeah, black Nazis are a real thing. Y'all got to do your research, man. Like this. Look, let me tell you. Well, next time on Expand Your Mind podcast, we're gonna have a lot to talk about.
Yeah, but I mean, I just don't. I mean, again, I don't have a dog in this fight, nor a horse or a pony in this race. Not that serious to me, you know what I mean? Hey, man, so like again, maybe it might just rub us in the wrong way, man.
I mean, but I'm just saying, when he says you might learn a thing or two, and when you guys say there were no women in World War II, all that's just false.
Yeah, they were. Now, what role they play, I don't know, and I don't even care. It's not, again, it's a video game. I look at it for being a video game instead of it being something else.
I agree with who is this? Who is this?
I mean? Shit,
I agree with Miss Fee. It's a game. Yeah. What the fuck? Yeah, I don't know why my fuck virtual. It's a fucking game.
Hey yo, hey listen, some of you jokers believe the stories in the Bible where Joker got swallowed by a big fish with some low top sandals on and lived for 3 days wanting to preach about it. But hey, it is what it is.
Yeah, here we go.
Now we're gonna leave that shit alone. Somebody got swallowed by a whale with some low top leather sandals with a bathrobe on, lived for 3 days, went on to preach about it. Got another story. Fed 5,000 people with 2 loads of bread, 2 loads of bread and a can of tuna. Fuck it, it is what it is, man.
Di said, black Nazis existed in occupied France, Germany, and Poland.
Yeah, you know what I mean. But I know that. But neither here or there. But anyway, like I said, this is a great show.
Where was all the same energy for Call of Duty World War II? Did a lot of the same.
Okay,
shit.
So let me say this: Call of Duty did the right thing. They didn't say shit. They just said it was there and that was done. They didn't comment on it. They didn't call people anything. They just stayed quiet. And that's the perfect way to handle it.
You know what? It might not be the politically correct. I don't even know if I can say it's not the politically correct thing. Yeah, most companies just shut up and don't say anything, but I don't have a problem with anything that they said. I think the people that do have a problem that women are in it, I think they are bigots. I'm being honest. Why the fuck should you care? Like, what's wrong with you?
I don't know. I don't. Like I said, I don't have a dog in this fight. But in the meantime, if you guys enjoyed the show today, it was a great show today. So I'd like to give a huge shout out to my brother Griffin. Hey, Griffin, we gotta get up and work, man. Don't let me lost contact, man. It's always a pleasure, you know what I mean, to rock out with you. I'm about to hook up my new capture card. I got the DC 553, and when I finally put this up running, I can have HDR and all that shit while I'm streaming. It's not going to transmit in HDR because a lot of say something HDR, but I won't lose my HDR while I'm streaming. If that makes sense. You know what I mean,
which is awesome.
Yeah, so I still have my HDR, everything that I paid for with these $500 and $400 goddamn consoles. Is there anything else you guys want to say before we get the hell up out of here?
Stay tuned. Tomorrow we should be getting a NVIDIA announcement of the new graphic cards. I'll be streaming that on my channel.
Oh shit!
Shameless plug. All right.
Yeah, and I got a new video coming tomorrow, and I got to question Philip's integrity, who used to work at IGN, because This dude was doing everything wrong. I'm talking about he took a template for his LinkedIn account. He stole fucking reviews from, what was it, Kotaku and shit. Like, this man was a piece of shit.
Oh man,
For real. I had to
think
question his
IGN and him
integrity.
deserve each other.
Yeah, I guess so.
yeah. This guy here was lower than a snake's belly.
For real though, he copy and pasted a LinkedIn profile. God damn.
God damn. I knew he was a hell of a father. But again, shout out to everybody that rocked out with us live. Be back tomorrow with BGST and something earlier during the day. Enough, you ain't got to work tomorrow, do you?
I gotta get my.
No, but I'll be there for
videos back
BGST.
I gotta get
And
my
whatever.
videos back on. The people was
Man.
requesting post up, so I gotta answer.
Hey, man.
I gotta
we
respond.
Okay, post up. Here's the thing. I'll support your video, but as soon as you go to the flat Earth bullshit, I am unsubscribing.
You know what, Dean? You a
Post
whole
up,
fuck
you a
nigga
flat
fan.
earther.
You ain't even have. You ain't even have to
He's a
bring up
flat
that
Earther.
flat
No,
earth
I'm not
shit.
even joking.
You ain't even have to bring up that. I was doing great with my outro. You just fucked my whole shit up right now. This is fucked up. This beyond me.
Hey, so Griffin ain't been out his basement in weeks. Hey, Janice, shut the hell up. Fuck you been at, Jay? I ain't seen Jay
And
in
the
the
chat been
in a while.
roasting the whole show.
Yeah. I think you got a lot of Griffin supporters in here, a lot of dealer support. Dealer just hit me back too on Twitter.
Oh shit! Did you want to hop in?
We could do a podcast. He said I did on Twitter, bro. He asked to join. Okay, I'm sorry. Dealer, if you're watching that, most likely you are a scumbag. He said there, you're doing a show about me and Griffin. I told you yesterday there's no point to debate that fuck nigga. I will destroy him, rip him limb from limb.
Just like he destroyed me on Twitter, huh?
So I said, cool. He asked
Whoa.
to join. I just wanted you to give your point. He said, I did on Twitter, motherfucker. Not interested in video drama. Honestly, you know his numbers are shady as to peddle Trump political propaganda. We're gonna do a podcast soon, though, bro, for sure. I'm out.
What the fuck just happened?
I'm sure he's
What?
in it just like that.
Hey, bro, I'm telling you,
Man,
I listen.
you ain't shit.
Hey, listen, I'm just reading what he wrote. Because I don't be looking at this screen and shit. Hey, Dylan, listen, calm down, bro. I want no smoke, bro. I was just giving you a platform to
This
defend
nigga
yourself.
Z is the WW.
I'm still sticking to it. It was a misunderstanding.
Okay.
We're not pulling this fight.
Hey, yo, he said, you doing this show about me and Griffin? Fuck. I told you yesterday there's no point in this debate. Like I said, I'm with my girls and I ripped this motherfucker from limb to limb. I said, cool, calm down, bro. He just asked to join. I'm giving you a platform to give your point of view. Fuck my platform. Fuck a point of view. I did on Twitter already. Not interested in no video drama. Honestly, you know his numbers are shady as fuck. Pedal Trump propaganda. We're gonna do a podcast soon, though, bro, for sure. I'm out. God damn,
The
Dylan.
WWF of
Dylan.
podcast. This
All I'm
nigga.
saying is this is beyond me. This is beyond me.
I just wonder what pissed him off so much.
You know what pissed
I
him
really
off?
wonder.
The numbers are shady as fuck. Y'all motherfuckers is crazy.
I guess he's mad that I got 2 times his subs for the month
Oh,
today.
shit.
Oh man, being. All right, folks. I think that's where we should probably end it.
Yeah, before I start some real shit in here, you know I don't give a fuck. I thought everybody, what the fuck? You know I was a hell of a father. Grand opening and grand closing. If you guys enjoyed the show
Shout out to the
today-
chat, bro. Best chat in the world.
Yes, I do, man. Shout out to every last one of you fuck niggas in the chat, man.
Oh, wait. Hold on. Let me give a quick shout out.
Yeah.
Shout out to the Broadband Bully Discord. That shit is popping.
Yeah.
You need to join that right now.
Hey, yo, hold up. They
Yo.
talking about wheelchair wave or undercover cop. I don't know what the fuck.
Hey, bro, there is a lot of shit going on in that Discord.
Hey, man, shout
If you
out
want
to
all the
this-
juiciness, you go there.
Shout out to the Drake Court, man. Shout out to the Discord. It's a lot of foolery and fuckery going on.
Hey, bro, our Discord is rivaling Bang Bang at this point. This shit's
I ain't
crazy.
lying,
Yo,
man. They talking about
and-
that wheelchair wave.
One white gun.
Yeah.
When she post up, can we put females in Madden? No, but they do got a women's football league where they be playing in some very short type shit. So they can make their own game off
but
that.
listen, all right, let me leave this link here. But listen, ladies and gentlemen, we are out of here. And if you're not following me on Twitter, please do. I also usually follow everyone back, as long as they don't know weird shit
Oh my God, Griffin.
out there playing with hamsters or anything like that. Here's my link to my Twitter. I have a new Twitter account, and we are out. If you guys enjoyed the show, as always, hit the like button, and we'll be back later on. You fuck niggas. God damn, Dylan about to break my jaw. Jesus Christ, I'm gotta go.
You saw that on video I sent you, right?
What? Hey, at the end of the show, you gonna do this shit, Griffin? I'm trying to get out here unscathed, man. I'm trying to keep all my friends.
What video is this? Put it in the chat.
Come on, man. God damn it. I'm trying to get up out of here, man.
Here, Griffin, put it in the chat right here. I want to see it.
Yeah,
I don't have it. Like, I sent him the file on Twitter. I'll send it.
Oh, my bad.
I'm just trying to go. I know I'm a hell of a father. I know I'm a hell of a father. I'm just trying to get up out of here. Hey, Griffin, you a true fuck nigga for that right there, man. But we are out of here. We catch you. Listen.
Oh shit, the show's not over?
No,
I said you could.
I'm trying to end this shit.
Oh god damn it! But end the show already.
Yeah, I'm trying to, man. Here go Griffin with his shit, man. But we out of here, bang. Gotta go, man.
Behind the scenes shit.
We out of here off the air, man. Go, man.